Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome to Bourbon Neophyte. Glad to have you guys here tonight. And just a little point of order as you come in, please make sure you hit that like button. And if you are new to the channel, please hit that like button and subscribe. More people that do that, the more hits I get, the more exposure I get on YouTube. So please help out the channel with that tonight. Always appreciate everybody here. How's everything coming through? I guess it's pretty good because I can see chats exploding right now. And I'm just going to jump into chat here real quick and say, hey, cheers to John, Stacy, 4-Leaf Whiskey. Cheers. Nice to see you here. Sugar Kitty, I know it's something when you're here. That's for sure, but appreciate it. And I know it's late for you over there on the East Coast. That's for darn sure. Hey, Ken. Hey, let me know, Ken. I put that link in for the Lagavulin promo. Let me know if that played. It should. It was for me, but you know how things are. But I did post a link that Ken had sent me earlier in the day. It is the promo for the Lagavulin Charred Oak, the Offerman here. So I thought it was neat. Watched it. Was funny. So I put it in the chat. It's up at the top. So you can scroll up to that if you guys want to take a look at that. It's pretty good. I'm not going to play it on the stream because I don't want to get a strike or get a nasty letter and, have to, who knows what. But it's just how YouTube is, and I'm just not going to do that. But you can go to it. You can watch it. I thought it was funny and pretty darn good. James, hope everything is great across the pond for you. Always nice having you here. Steve, how are you, sir? Hope all is well with you. I know it's late on your end of the world, but I always appreciate it when I see you. Jack, cheers, man. Nice to see you here. Dan, you too. Hope everything is going well. That's for sure. Yep, I think that's the link, right, Sugar Kitty? Because you got it up there. I put it up there, but I'm not sure if it was playing or not. Like I said, it did for me. If it's not, let me know. Okay. Hey, Tim, thanks for joining in, man. Glad to have you. Hope all is well in Illinois. Bill, nice to see you, man. I knew you would be here. I knew you weren't going to miss a Scotch stream. That's for darn sure. Eric, great to have you here, man. How are you? And definitely we've got the Australians in here. What's up, Chris? Nice to see you. Hey, Prescription Bourbon. What's up, man? Congratulations on that bottle. I know you're going to like it. That's for sure. Jay, cheers, man. Thanks for popping in there. Always appreciate the people when they come in. And remember, hit that like button and subscribe if you are new to this channel. Adam, thanks for popping in there. Really actually enjoyed the stream. It was actually a little more subdued tonight than normal on Livewire, but it's always a good time, and appreciate those guys and letting me go on right after them. Always a good time on that channel, that's for sure. But so I only debuted this twice, and the first time was on Scotch Down Under for me at like dark 30 this morning, then on Livewire, and this is strictly a work in progress, but I am working on, and well, I'm not, but my wife is diligently working on it right here. So just wanted to hold them up so some of you can see. They are in the works and coming out because I am getting emails for shirts or Glens or something. And anyway, just wanted to show that they are coming. When they are out, I will let you all know. But right now we're testing different shirts just to see how the material is, so on and so forth, how these things work. It is not an iron-on. It is actually ink that is embedded into the shirts. So we're going to see exactly how durable this is. Like I said, working with the materials to see which is going to be the best route. But anyway, just wanted to give you guys all that heads up on that so you guys can see. And they may come in another color like this one. I'll just open it up right here. So, like I said, just depends. Oh, goodness, look at this. For this guy to be up all the way on the other side of the world, I am pretty surprised. It's my nephew over there. He's on the East Coast, Connecticut, I think, right, Matt? I always want to say Massachusetts, but it's not Taxachusetts, that's for sure. Anyway, well, tonight I'm going to go back and revisit the Charred Oak Lagavulin. Those of you know, I reviewed this, 27 days ago, 28 days ago. And I thought it was okay. I just wasn't overly impressed with it and hoping some time in the bottle. And I hand delivered some samples so I could get the bottle way down past the shoulder and let it open up a bit to see if some time had made a difference. And thanks to there we go. I was close. Connecticut, Delaware, Massachusetts. I know it was somewhere over there in one of those blue states, but he actually found it and hand delivered it to me as he took me shopping one day on FaceTime. And as he was scanning the aisles, I was like, grab that. Hence that bottle. So as you know, I poured it. And like I said, I didn't think it was terrible. It had the Lagavulin profile, so on and so forth. But the young note and the char to me was prominent. So one of the things I have been drinking tonight, and I just literally have a little drop left. I have been working on just because I didn't want to go against the palate and what I was drinking. So I grabbed my 9-year-old Lagavulin, the Game of Thrones. I've got the 8-year-old back there, but this was just closer to grab. So I've been sipping on this because it's a young whiskey, but it's got the Lagavulin profile, and the ABV at 46 was the same. So keeping with the tradition of the Lagavulin profile, the ABV, the young note, I've kind of preempted my palate a little bit. I don't know if it will slight anything. I doubt it, but I'm going to go ahead and give it a roll. Let me get rid of this little bit of 9-year left here. To which I think is pretty darn good for a 9-year Lagavulin. And I really do not get a lot of that young note on the finish on this 9-year. The 8, I do. Retrospect, thinking about it, I probably should have grabbed the 8, but like I said, this was closer and I didn't have to reach back on the shelf to get it, hence the 9. So let me take a little sip of water here. And I poured some of the Lagavulin 11 Charred Oak about 10 minutes ago and just let it sit in the glass. I don't think it needs any time or anything to open up, that's for sure, but I will tell you, the nose is phenomenal. That malt is phenomenal. Everybody knows I love that maltiness in this on these single malt scotches. It's like smelling sweetbread all the time to me. It is terrific. I just want to give a quick shout out. Mr. C. Jackson is here. Cheers, brother. I did see you pop in earlier, but I was busy gabbing. So appreciate you being here. That is for sure. But the nose is still great. Typical Lagavulin on this thing. I mean, wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Now comes the real test. Now, I was talking to a guy earlier on Livewire Whiskey, Tim, and he has this bottle and he really liked it. So did Four Leaf Whiskey. She liked it because I dropped off a taste there to them out of this bottle, and her husband liked it. So her husband is a real connoisseur when it comes to Lagavulin Offerman, particularly the Guinness. He has tasted several bottles, and enjoys the Lagavulin Guinness. So I made sure he had a taste of this because I wanted someone else's opinion who has a good palate when it comes to this particular spirit. And so Tim, that I was talking to earlier, he likes it and thinks it's good. So, which is fine. That's great. But I just wanted to hear what some other people had to say about this that have a palate for Lagavulin and understand what this spirit is and what goes into it and what the taste is. So I'm going to go ahead and take a sip and see if it's there. I mean, it's nothing like the first Offerman, and I've never got to try that. I only had the Guinness and this. So, yeah, and Bill says he liked the first Offerman the best. Well, I can't tell you anything about that, so I will take your word for it, Bill, and say that I hear a lot of people say that was what really kicked them off into this and thought that was good too, but I've never got to have that. Hey, Jerry, cheers, man. Thank you for popping in here tonight. And remember, everyone, make sure you smack that like button. And if you are new to the channel and you are just lurking, hit that subscribe. Let me take a sip of this. And I've got my fingers crossed that things have changed. You get rid of that first sip shock to the palate, for which the standard Lagavulin, it's there. The sweetness, the way the smoke wraps around it, love that. Really good, really good. I'm checking this finish out here. I'm just waiting to see what this finish is like and see what comes back, because it was the finish that I was not fond of. And when I say the finish, on the end, and I'm not really getting that young note that I recall off of this. And which is intriguing to me. And now I am more impressed, and I'm hoping on this second sip that it doesn't appear again. So let me take this next sip here, because I've got people waiting in the back room there. I'll bring them on shortly. Well, it's getting to be pretty impressive. I'm not gonna say anything right now other than these initial sips are promising with this Lagavulin 11. The char does not seem to be as prevalent as it was when I first tried this thing. The young note, I'm waiting to see how this develops. That's the thing that I want to see. What's going to happen with that? I'm waiting to see how this develops on the palate. Let me bring somebody on here tonight who I know who has a discerning palate and happens to be not far from me here. And so this is going to be my co-host for a while tonight. Boom. What's up, Andrew? How are you, sir?
Cheers, Anthony. It's a good night. Quiet here. Right now I am drinking
Always great to see you. Oh, you got a little Woodford Reserve. Is that the double oak or?
It's the wheat.
Hold on. Let me kick up your mic a bit. You're pretty soft tonight.
Yeah, I'm on a Chromebook. It doesn't give me as many controls as on a PC,
Hold on
but
here.
it is the wheat.
Let me turn up your mic here a little bit. Boom. All righty, I got your mic turned up a bit. Let's see how you do, if we can hear you.
Thank you, Anthony. Yeah, the Chromebook doesn't have as many controls for the mic as does a PC, so I'm a little bit limited. But
No,
this is the
I
wheat.
can hear you. I just had to kick up my volume a bit, but I also kicked up your volume on my end. So hopefully they can hear you. But so that's the Woodford Reserve what?
Wheat.
Oh, that's the weeder? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. Yes, Eric, he definitely has a radio voice. There is no doubt about it. No doubt about that. And let me just check one other little thing right now. Yep, it was not there, and I do not know why that didn't happen, but we are going to fix that. Bam. And then let me go here and pin that. There we go. I did a link earlier, and I must not have did it in the correct order because the actual stream link didn't get up there. But anyway, so I'm hoping that Andrew, that this is going to work out here a little bit, because right now my initial sips on this, I'm liking it. As in, I think we're going to do well here, but I need to see how the finish develops here. So I got to have a few more sips. And I've started off, I don't know if you heard, I've started off on this, and this is pretty much what I've had today. So I stayed with Lagavulin, but I grabbed the 9 because the 9 is all the Lagavulin, young whiskey. So I was getting young notes out of the 11. So I just kind of wanted to see if it was still present. So that being said, I'm going to continue to sip here and go down there and see. Oh, Dustin just popped in there too. What did he say? It is a pretty darn good whiskey for the money. Absolutely right. Now, like I said, I have one, and I wasn't so fond with it. But again, I only had probably maybe 2 pours out of it, so it needs to open up. I got it a few weeks ago. As a matter of fact, Big Vic dropped it off to me, and so I'm just kind of letting it sit there too and do the same thing, because if I'm not mistaken, that is the weeder also. I can't see it. I got too many samples up there and in the way, but it's right above them samples. But anyhow.
Yeah, the Woodford wheat took a while. It took about 2 months to open up properly, but it is much better after the 2 months than it was on the first pour.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the initial sips on this Lagavulin, the Offerman, the Charred Oak, is much better than it was 27 days ago. So for me, I'm going to say some time in the bottle has helped with that. But I'm still waiting to see how this finish develops. I'm not getting that strong tannins and young note. It is there, but much more subdued than it was a couple of weeks ago. So
now Anthony,
I'm happy with that. I'm very happy with that.
Yeah, did you also have the original Offerman in the Guinness cask?
I did not have the first one, but I have the second one, the Guinness.
Okay, and how does that compare?
Okay, so when I had this one a few weeks ago, I grabbed the Guinness one, and of course, the chocolate, the smoke, just beat this hands down. I mean, there was just no comparison to me. I mean, I had to, it was wonderful. The Guinness one is in my opinion, is wonderful. Four Leaf Whiskey's husband loves the Guinness Offerman. Loves it, loves it, loves it. So you may have heard or may not have heard, I made sure she had a sample from this bottle so she could let him try it. And of course, she tried it. She liked it, and she liked that extra barrel char that was on it. And I was like, great. I said, that's fine. And then another guy I know that was on Livewire, he was drinking it, and I asked him, and he really likes it. So, okay. So I didn't want to rule it out a few weeks ago until I've given it a fair shake, given it to some other people that have a good palate with it, and listen to what they had to say. Not that it really is going to influence me, because you like what you like. And if you don't like it, you're not going to like it today, tomorrow, or 2 weeks from now, or 2 months from now, whatever the case may be. But now that I know that, I'm going to say it's decent whiskey, now that it's opened up for me, I think it's getting there. And the finish, I'm not getting that young notes or the tannins on it that I was getting a few weeks ago, which I'm very happy for, because you hate to get a bottle that is just a little underwhelming. I mean, you've got some expectations because you had the expression before that, and then you get the next one that comes out thinking it's either going to meet it or even hopefully exceed it, and it's underwhelming. Well, it was a few weeks ago. I think it might redeem itself tonight after I finish this up and keep going, because I'm not getting that young note right now. I mean, like I said, it's there, but it's like, let me just say, it's like the 9-year-old. It's gone. It doesn't linger. It doesn't stay like this was a few weeks ago. So I'm like, okay, I am good with that. And so far, so good. But I want to get this dram down and see where it goes. Eric.
Hey.
Cheers, Eric.
Dude, your voice, you should do voice stuff for people who need to go to sleep at night. You have the most amazingly hypnotic voice. So I'm gonna drink some scotch on here tonight.
Did you get the Buna?
I got some samples from Greg.
Oh,
so I got.
It was nice of him to run all the way over there and drop them off.
It was. So I got a Lafroig number 10-year cask strength.
You got the cask strength. Nice. I knew it.
And then I got the Kilkerran heavy peated, which is 57.4%.
Kilkerran or Kilhoman?
Kilkerran.
Okay.
Kilkerran.
Then, like, what?
Wow. And then, and I'm only guessing that this is it because it looks lighter than the other one. So this is the Balvenie, the Week of Peat.
Oh, that's good.
Ooh,
and then
I got
not
that.
An easy find.
And then last but not least is Highland Park single malt Scotch whiskey, 10-year. It's the Florida edition.
Oh, hold on.
It's the Florida edition. So which one should I start with?
I'm concerned that the Florida edition may give you the urge to run naked through the streets and wrestle an alligator.
Yeah, turn me into Florida man.
This is the one you have, the Florida edition.
Yeah.
He dropped this off to me a little bit ago.
Must have been on his way home.
I guess he just swung around.
Yeah.
But that's it. So I'm not gonna give you any spoilers on that. But I'm going to tell you, start with the Florida edition.
Okay.
Because the other ones are a little heavier in peat.
Okay.
So you might as well start with that one and go up.
Yeah, two of these leaked just a little bit, and so they completely washed everything off. But after looking at them, I realized that the Highland Park is darker. I can see that it's darker, and that the Balvenie's got to be the lighter of the bunch.
And you
Belvin's
have
usually light, yeah.
the week of peat, right?
I do. Yep, the week of Pete.
So the one I have in the Belvini is the older expression, and they called it peat week.
Peat.
And then they came up with week of peat after this. And this
So-
is a 2003.
So here's the Highland Park, Florida edition. I'm going to pour that right now. Again, Greg, God bless you. God bless you. And God bless you and keep you, man.
I'm telling you.
Oh my God.
I think you're right, James. I think that's what it was.
Oh, this is just
Heavenly.
God. I'm so glad that one night I came on here to trash my last that I learned a lesson.
That's right. We will bring you into the light on this channel.
Dude, this has got, I mean, there's a little bit of smoke, a little bit of peatiness to a little bit of smoke to it, but it's got like, there's like that sugar cookie, or that, maybe not even sugar cookie, like a pecan sandy. What's the shortbread cookie? It's a shortbread cookie.
Oh,
It's got a shortbread cookie, and it's got some apricot.
That just gave me a bad mental picture, Sugar Kitty.
Oh, this is amazing. God, this is scotch. Scotch.
I'm
To
telling
scotch.
you, it is. It's amazing.
To scotch, everybody.
I'm telling you.
Wow.
How about that viscosity? Yes.
Wow.
Isn't it?
It just coats the whole inside of your mouth.
I'm telling you.
Oh, there's like a banana in the flavor to it. There's a little bit of banana.
There is. I got a little of that. It's not strong.
It's not overwhelming.
It's not like Old Forester banana.
No,
but
no.
It's just, yep.
Oh, this is like so good.
I'm telling you.
Solancha. Oh God. Yeah, but it's
The sweetness, but
the
that
fruit.
small hint of smoke.
Yeah,
Just
that
a
small
hint.
hint of smoke, and then like the honeyed fruit.
So heather, honey, fruit.
I don't know what heather tastes like.
The smell.
Oh, so like the smell of okay.
Honey, heather.
Yeah.
Sugar Kitty's in there. Don't worry. He'll put us on the right path. But it is a great pour.
No, right now, Ben Demon Hunter, I'm having the Highland Park, Florida
Yeah.
edition. God, this is amazing. and literally 2 months ago, you couldn't have got me to drink this. I would have.
I'm going to say that
I'd have bumped.
the peat level on there is probably 10 parts per million, because on my Machier Bay, the Kilhoman, is 50. And I know the peat on that Highland Park is a lot lower.
Oh God. Yeah, it's this honeyed fruit, and then the some sort of pastry behind it. It's not on the palate. It's not so much pecan sandies or shortbread, but there's some sort of bready pastry. Orkney Pete.
Story time's in the house, people.
Good deal.
Cheers. But
And
yeah, it's a wonderful pour. Wonderful pour.
I probably can't see it but the legs on this they're
amazing.
Yeah,
they're amazing, and they kind of hold on to it.
There
we go.
Yeah,
I knew it would come out. I said 20. He says it's actually
8.
Probably closer to 8. I knew it was low. I wouldn't have guessed 8. I might have went 10 to 15 maybe. But yeah, it's low. So if it's somebody that's really new into that smoky peat, the Highland Park in the 12, the 15, the 18, just the standards is the way to go to start getting your pinky toe in the water to peat.
God.
Really is. Really is.
So what do I do next?
So the next one you had, if I'm not mistaken.
Here, I have the Balvenie.
No Lafroig. Don't go there.
I have the Lafroig 10. I have the Kilkerran. Kilkerran.
Yep. No. Hold off on that.
I have the Kilkerran, and then I have the Peat of the Week.
Okay. So go with the Balvenie.
So Peat of the Week next.
Yep. And now that is similar in peat. I'm going to say it's not a Lagavulin or a Lafroig peat. You know what I'm saying? It's a step up from Highland Park.
But it's more muted. It seems like it's a more muted peat.
It is.
And there's some of the iodine behind it. Notice I don't call it medicinal anymore. It's just the iodine.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. Okay. I gotta give it a little SJ here.
You do.
SJ.
You certainly do.
Let's give it an SJ real quick.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
SJ trademark ADHD whiskey, but I'm giving it an SJ.
Yeah. While you're swirling, I only own one bottle of Canadian whiskey, and I've been.
Which one is that?
So. Alberta Premium.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's not typical, but this would warm somebody up after a whole foot of snow, I think.
What was that? 60 ABV?
Yeah, top shelf. You ain't lying, man. That honey malt with the peat is amazing.
63.7.
And again, I'm getting.
I knew it was up there.
I'm getting the honey, and this one's a lot more. Almost, I always want to call it like, when you're out in a field, sort of in the pasture, you get all those different grassy smells.
Mm-hmm.
God. It's amazing how each side of your nose works different.
It is. That's why you always move your nostrils from side to side to a glass.
Oh. Okay, so while on the nose, the peat was not as pronounced
prevalent
on the tongue. On the tongue, it's more pronounced for me than the Highland Park. But it's different. It's ham. It's a cured ham. It's a salt cured ham.
You're getting a little more of that brine from the ocean.
Yeah.
Yes, you are.
This is like a salt cured ham. No, it ain't soft peat, but it is on the nose. It's softer on the nose than it is on the palate. Wow, this is really good.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
That week of peat is an amazing bottle. Ken has it.
Fuck, this is amazing.
Cheech. Evening, brother. Or should I say morning, sir?
Cheers, Cheech.
Yeah, there's a brininess to this, and a sort of a very lightly Yeah, it's more green than ash. Yeah, it is. God, this is. I'm so glad that Anthony showed me the way to the light.
There you go. Sugar Kitty's got it. I mean, just the thing I'm saying, the honey, the heather. See how that is?
Yeah, but this is the Balvenie now that I'm
Yeah,
drinking. This
but
is
I
the week
he
of
was just
peat.
elaborating,
Yeah,
but that's right. Those are the things you get now. Like I said, that that peat week that you have, it's phenomenal. Have not had that one because I just haven't seen it here, and I will buy it when they if I do see it. But oh my gosh, yeah, it's a wonderful pour.
and
Now,
this is the week of peat 14.
yep, mine is Peat Week 14 from 2003.
So is this a space side? Let me look. Let me look. It is. Yeah, it's a space side. Yeah, it's just
I've just
the
you know,
story. The story of Ian Miller using smoke from Speyside peat for 1 week of the year.
I don't think he has.
You don't think what?
Ugadale. Ardbeg.
From Ardbeg.
No, I haven't tried Oogie yet. Every time I go to the store, I see it and I almost want to buy it.
Well, go ahead because you won't be disappointed.
And like I'm a huge fan of Port Charlotte, and I love Octomore. So I mean,
Cheers, Mark.
I really like the more parts per million, but I'm starting to appreciate the less parts per million.
Mhm.
That's what I used to call medicinal and band-aidy, and it's not anymore. It's not. That was just somebody. I don't know who that guy was, but he was wrong. I was being inhabited by some sort of demon.
Well, I will say the Lagavulin charred oak has opened up well. The young note is there, but it's much more subdued on the finish, particularly late in the finish. It's not coming back with that sharp tannins and bitter note from it, but it would seem like younger whiskey. I'm not really getting that. I mean, it's there.
So now that this is opened up, there's a lot of vanilla in this. There's a ton of vanilla in this.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
So I'm no longer I don't want to say extremely disappointed in it because I wasn't extremely disappointed, but it was underwhelming. But now I'm liking it more and more. So time in the bottle has done this well, and I will say it is a good pour now that it has opened up and some of that young note is gone and more flavor has seemed to creep into that, which I am happy for. Personally, I don't think I will go and get a backup for it yet. I want to get it down to about half, which would probably be 2, maybe 3 more pours. Then I'll make that decision. But right now, I will say that it is a good bottle now that it's had 27 days just to kind of sit there and open up.
Oh, there's a pepper to this too. It's I don't know. It's one of the colored peppers. It's not black pepper. It might be green, might be red, might be white. I don't know. I don't do that enough to know, but it's also there's a greenness to this. There's a vegetal to this that I really like. And it's gone. Just like that. God, that's good.
It is. It is very good.
God. Yeah, it's more vanilla, less smoky. That's exactly it. It It's more vanilla. When I drink it, I get the first thing I get is like really sweet vanilla, like somebody took vanilla extract and added a sugar syrup to it, and so I get a real sweet vanilla, and then I get the smoke behind it. So yes, Top Shelf, that's exactly what I'm getting out of this.
So I'm going to go ahead and pour the Florida edition.
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and pour that.
You should have poured that when I drank it.
Well, I was drinking the Lagavulin.
Oh, okay.
And I wanted to make sure that my palate was good. So I've only been drinking Lagavulin since earlier today. So now I'll go ahead and even bump up the proof. What is this one? Oh, almost 10 points. Oh, it is 10 points. It's 57. I'm drinking 46, but
yes, white pepper. Yep, Sugar Kitty's right. Sugar Kitty's all red pepper equals pepper flakes. Think like white pepper with heat but without bite. And that's exactly what I had. Heat, no bite. Damn, that's really good, Sugar Kitty. It's so cool when I can drink something and somebody else can tell me exactly what it was I tasted.
I said, we'll be fine. Sugar Kitty's here. I said, he will guide us.
God, Sugar Kitty, that's exactly it. Exactly it. It's white pepper.
Well, you've heard me talk about clean peat and that Kilhoman Machir Bay.
Yeah.
Sugar Kitty's the one that dropped off some stuff to me to try. And until somebody connects that dot for you, just like he did with that analogy, that's what opens your mind, but you understand what's in your glass better and how it relates to what you're sensing, what you're getting, what you're smelling, you're tasting, you know. And until somebody does that for you, you really don't get it. So that's why it's so good to have people like him and like how I got you into Pete and worked you down that road to guide you. I'm nowhere near as good as Sugar Kitty and a few others that are here, but and like Top Shelf and Bill. But
who was it that night that we were on with? God, I can't remember. He's got long hair.
Zach.
Zach, yeah, it was Zach.
Zach has a tremendous palate.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
Okay,
I don't think he's recovered since then.
So do I do Lafroig 10 next, or do I do Kilkerran next?
Do the God. I'm gonna say.
You tell him not on the pillow anymore.
I would say go ahead and do the Kilkerran.
The Kilkerran?
Sure.
All right. Kilkerran's up next.
Yeah, I'm fascinated to hear about that.
What's up?
We're having Kilkerran now?
Who's Kilkerran?
He is. He doesn't discriminate.
Who's Karen?
Kilkerran. I'm drinking scotch.
We're drinking scotch. What are we drinking? I'll pour scotch.
I'm drinking Kilkerran.
I don't know if I have Kilkerran.
Well,
I'm drinking Highland Park.
Close enough.
I have Kilhoman.
You got Machir Bay?
I have like everything but that.
Well, you can drink Kilhoman. I'm drinking the Highland Park Florida edition, 15-year-old, 57.98 ABV that was dropped off by Greg to me a little bit ago because he had a sample of it.
I'm drinking Kilkerran Campbellton heavy peated single malt Scotch whiskey.
I have Springbank too.
It's 57.4.
I'll have to drop him off some, Sugar Kitty. He doesn't have that.
I have the bib.
Yeah. And Sugar Kitty, that was the thing that turned me off the most for a while. And then I honestly have to say Zach and Anthony in one night taught me how to taste the iodine in a different way. So I don't classify it now as Band-Aids. It's not Band-Aids.
I have this.
Oh
my gosh. Look at you show off. Hold on.
We'll drink that up, buddy.
I do have I have one upstairs I can go get. I couldn't remember what it was called.
I was hyping.
And then I have this one.
That's the yeah. Either
That's
one.
the USA number 3 batch.
Oh.
I've got number. I think it's 5.
Yeah, this one is port, bourbon, and sherry finished.
But yeah, don't run up there. Just grab one of
Well,
those.
just drink what
You
you're
wanna drink
drinking.
Which one?
Take your pick.
All right, we're doing USA.
Okay.
And it looks
I'm
like
sure
you've
the
been-
doc can't wait to do some too.
Yeah, it looks like you've been drinking an old Charter. Is that the neck tag I see there?
God, I swear to God, you should do movies, dude. You should be in a world full of pain. Whatever it is, you should do movies. You could make your voice is a moneymaker.
Thanks.
Oh,
Are you talking about me?
No, I'm not talking about you.
Yeah, I'm only talking about Andy Camp.
For a minute, going from 45
Him.
to almost 65 proof, I got the world of pain for a minute there. I needed a step between Woodford Wheat and Alberta Premium, and I didn't take one.
Do you want scotch?
I'm in the makers by now. I'm about to.
Oh, tell me what you think. I like that.
So Kilkerran's a Campbellton. It's a Campbellton Scotch.
Yes, it is Campbelltown.
So
yes,
let's-
it is.
Campbelltown.
Oh, so
Okay.
it's gonna have that funk. Oh,
Not
shit.
Camel Toes.
No,
Campbelltown.
Campbelltown. I didn't say Camel Toes.
that
Wow.
camel toe.
I
funk.
should have drank spring
That's a
rain.
different funk.
A different funk, exactly. Oh my God, that's so fun. I love when you get a little drunk there, Adriana. You say things that you wouldn't say when you're more sober. I love
the
you when you're.
filter is gone. That
I love
pause
you
of
when
like,
yeah.
Should I or should I not say this? Is completely.
I love Adriana when she's drunk. She's all. It's a different funk.
It's a different funk than the camel toe funk.
And the thing is, she didn't say one was worse or better than the other, and she would be right there too.
It's different.
Each funk has its own purpose.
Exactly.
Oh, this is fucking amazing.
It is.
What is the bad
Oh, I
thing?
bet.
Jesus
is.
Christ. It's 114.8, that's high for Scotch, right? I mean, that's like,
Oh no.
no?
I mean, yes, but no. I got higher.
But on average for Scotch,
Yeah.
I feel like
Yeah. 46 is the sweet spot on Scotch, but I do love things north of 46. 50,
I'm a
52,
proofy bitch.
55.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, me too.
Yeah. Same.
Anthony's a proofy bitch.
Chocolate. Oh my God, there's so much chocolate in this.
Hmm.
Oh yeah.
This Kilkerran has got so much chocolate. Wow. Chocolate or maybe like hazelnut in the form of what's the spread? What is it? Nutella.
Nutella.
Very lesbian.
Fuck,
Look
this is
very
good.
lesbian.
You're gonna make me hungry, Eric.
Can't
Oh my
tell if
God,
you're
I'm
Chris or Karen.
Oh my God.
This is a God. This is so good.
Yes.
Hmm.
Oh, the Colorado pistol.
Yeah, it's a salty, smoky chocolate.
Ooh, that sounds good.
It really is.
It's that sweet and salty.
Yeah. Yeah,
You know?
it's the and Kilkerran. Where's Campbellton? Is Campbellton on the
Yeah,
ocean?
it's fading on you.
Is that the name of your next sex tape?
Oh,
Most
Hobbit,
of that-
you're here.
It's a
Most
space side. It's a space side.
Cheers, bourbon baller.
What's up, everybody?
Mm.
So it's got flavors associated with space side, which is
Yes,
again those things on the ocean.
Douchebags in the Utah.
Yep, Nutella has right. Coconut cream, hazelnut. Yeah, I get
Why?
that.
Yeah, 'cause they're douchebags.
But it wasn't just chocolate. It was
This is
chocolate
so
plus
good.
the hazelnut.
That is a good pick.
It is really
I can't remember where I got it.
God,
yummy.
I need to figure out places to buy scotches like this because the place around here they just have the basic shit.
West Coast, John Crans.
Campbellton is
Oh, that's
West,
Scotland. Never
yeah,
mind.
the west coast of Scotland, which is probably 110 miles from the east coast of Scotland. But no,
Mr. West.
Yeah, it's its own thing.
Okay. It's its own
Campbelltown
thing.
might be my favorite region of Scotch.
This is and that's.
And
I'm
it's
doing the
tiny.
Kilkerran, and this is so good.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Springbank
So
is
Campbelltown.
Campbelltown. Glen Scotia
Oh,
is
that's
Campbelltown. Kilkerran is Campbelltown.
That's what I'm drinking, Kilkerran.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
I don't-
Campbelltown. Like, there's.
It's batch number 6. It's
I
actually
have.
it says it right here. I'm
Marlboro
drinking
Red,
batch
which is
number
made
6,
by Springbank. That's Campbelltown.
and I don't know what that means, but I like batch number 6.
Is it hurting now?
I'm gonna have to go get Tums out of my truck. I think.
Yeah, I just don't have much experience with Campbelltown.
That's
Yeah,
that-
Campbelltown has that funk, but once you get it, like, you appreciate the sweet funk of it.
Oh, it's
Oh, yeah.
amazing. Yeah.
Mhm.
That's the cool thing is like
Just
the
makes me-
night I came on here and I was just determined to finish the last of my Lafroig 10 just to prove that fuck this, it's
That's
bullshit.
probably why you don't like it,
And then
according to Sugar Kitty.
Oh,
and
that's
then
why.
Tony
that's
and
the
Tony
heavier
and
malt
Zach.
peat.
It was Tony and Zach that cured me.
That's sweet. Thank
We
you.
do our best.
Well, you guys
Yes.
did a great job.
Hydrate.
Probably.
You
But
get a malt with
When
the-
you're on the journey
I
of
love it.
Scotch and you're sticking your toe in the water of peat, it's important to have people that can explain it to you and take you on the journey. And
Like
you wouldn't be the only one to say,
JD
iodine,
Bourbon Kush. I heard
band-aids,
it's
so on and
average.
so forth from
Right. No, I,
Expected from
Yeah.
Like
like
I watched-
Bourbon would say,
Scotch down under.
Band-Aids.
band-aids and hate.
And
Right.
JD comes on,
Yeah,
like,
Band-Aids
but-
and hate. He's wrong.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
freaking loves it.
he too has
He's like, I just
now
got Glen Scotia
turned
all
to
this.
peat. He can drink it.
So now he's like
But
underselling.
his tolerance is at a different level than yours, but he accepts it
Like,
and
I
can
gotta find
appreciate
I
it
have to find the
for
Springbank.
what it is. So that's the thing. And
Yeah,
because
yeah.
he's drank peated Scotch with me, and
Dude,
he
I
didn't have a
had one on
problem.
my fingertips
Like I said, it just
earlier
depends.
this year.
I actually
Just
explained this
didn't
to a
pull the
friend of
trigger.
mine because he doesn't like Scotch, even after I tried to walk him through it.
Mhm.
I said, what it is I said, it's imagine you're in
Frederick, good morning.
you're in junior high school and you fucked up
Oh,
and
that's beans.
and the assistant principal is going to swat you.
Nice.
I said, instead of tensing up, just relax and let him do that, and it'll pass through you. And if you relax, you don't tense up with Scotch, you'll get the flavors that
I can
otherwise
understand why your friend wasn't into it.
you'll hate.
It's a terrifying analogy.
It's not a terrifying
relax.
analogy. Just relax.
Just relax.
Yes.
Yeah.
Don't tense up right now. Don't tense up. I like it when you tense up, but you don't.
No, it's I used to when I was gonna drink scotches like this, I'd be all like, oh, and I'd drink it and I'd be like, oh, that's god awful.
God, that's
Because that's what I was preparing myself for. You're right, the whole spanking thing. Okay, that's me. That's my kink. But never mind. But for this,
Analogy. Yeah, that's an analogy that's only going to work for a
Hey, J-
small subsection.
okay, you're right. I
hey
get that.
JD, how
Like
is the Impex Springbank Cask whiskey?
All I'm saying is now, this Kilkerran is amazing. This is
Wilbur's. I would do that as my celebration if it's good. Like, just as the celebrating my commission check.
Oh, buddy. Yeah,
Oh my
yeah.
God.
It's only 95 proof though.
all
How's
right.
that cask?
One more clean glass, and now we are at the Lafroig 10 cask strength.
How is the Impex Springbank?
IMPEX. Was the devil's lettuce.
I've never heard of that.
I don't know that the devil's lettuce can be a kink. Like,
I wonder if that's good. It's expensive. But I just had a huge deal close, and it might
No,
be
I-
a good celebration whiskey.
No, I don't.
But maybe
that's
not
a
that
thing.
price. That's pretty high. I don't know that any whiskey
try the
is.
Rubicon around,
is worth
come
that.
Yeah.
home, drink some of that.
Dude, I would rather go buy a King of Kentucky for
Oh my God!
twice that.
I was gonna say you can buy a couple of them.
No,
Okay,
no. The Impex is 859.
So
You should be able to get more than one King of Kentucky for that.
I kind of now see why you made me wait for Lafroig 10 cast strength at the end.
Yeah.
Full stop.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, Lafroig I always say Lafroig is a totally different peat than everything that you've really been going after. So it just, for me, in my mind,
it's
made
brighter. It's brighter. This has got a brighter peatiness to it. It's
Mhm.
much brighter.
Sorry, roughly.
It's kind of metallic on its smell, but not bad.
It was like 200.
Fucking A, that'd be amazing. Can you
Dude, could you imagine?
Wow. Oh, that's got an ethanol burn.
Like, I would buy 4 roses.
Oh yeah, yeah, it's up there.
If
What
I
are
could-
you at? 50? What is that? 56
Yeah.
ABV? 57?
I think it's
Yeah,
57.
that 4 roses. Like, that's the cool
It
thing.
is
Like, you got to save for that kind of trip. Like, it's not
57.4, so it's 100,
Okay.
114.8.
like I had a good commission check. That's why we didn't think much of it. But
Yeah.
Ooh.
because that's like
Wow,
my
yeah.
savings.
To be able to go enjoy
Yeah,
the
if
different
I didn't have a
flavors and stuff.
commission check, I'd be like,
The heat
I'll go easy.
on this is
but like
a little overwhelming at first, but it's the ethanol heat.
2 ounces
Mhm.
more for
it's-
75
Yeah.
at Morton's.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
what-
it's
Yeah.
You gotta.
Because it was
there's a
one
lot,
ounce,
there's a,
1 ounce for 50 at Green.
there's a
Lake.
lot of dry fruit in this.
If you're willing to, I mean, and they're not.
Oh
like,
yeah.
outrageous.
Mhm.
Like any pour you get in a
Yep,
restaurant.
yep. Sugar Kitty said it. Sort of
Good for about
sort of
12.
Right,
prune instead of plain plum.
But we bought King in Kentucky with 1 ounce for 50.
Mm-hmm.
We got
So
LE.
What's a
the,
fair price on that JD bourbon approach? Would you say?
of all the scotches I've drank tonight, the smokiness on this is different from the rest.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's Lafroig. Yeah.
So what is it
Yeah,
about the
Adriana's like,
Lafroig that's
Here every
different?
once in a while, so it'd be nice if it was here.
Why is why is Lafroig different?
Help
Steve-
me out. Help you out.
Steve, you'll just
I'm a helpful person. What can I say?
Yeah.
you'll just
I
have to
appreciate
come
that.
on here a few more times, and we'll have to stop by and drop off some samples to you to help you on that journey.
Yeah, dude, that's what this is. This is my next step in. But what is it about the Lafroig that's different? What is it about the smokiness that's different?
The peat in the region.
Nick's funny. He's just like,
Each one is
doesn't
different,
say anything.
Yeah, like, just-
What do they call that?
and also
The
the
I think so,
level
yeah.
of peat. In other words, how much they put into it.
It's so
Yeah,
funny.
but again, this isn't for me. This isn't about intensity of peat. This is about a completely different flavor.
Correct.
Like you
The
saw
peat's completely different than the other ones.
It is.
It's
No
it's brighter. It's not as dark. It's not chocolatey. It's not.
Each region has it's just how it is
Like,
over
it's so
there.
funny. Like after
It adds
tonight,
its own character to it.
probably
um,
won't drink till Sunday unless I get
it's-
super bored.
Yeah.
Oh,
If
it
I-
is.
Like I said,
It's-
Lagavulin
This
is
week,
like no other.
one pour.
Lafroig is
There's
like
almost-
no other.
There's almost a cinnamon to the Lafroig, which is something that's unusual to me for Scotch.
Well,
Someone
I've heard
thank you.
that more in
Which
the
one is it?
cast strength Scotch.
Yeah, and this is the cast
That-
strength.
They give it a.
The last thing I had
They
was
say that's
Dude,
the
I'm tempted to get
spice,
another one of
but
those. so I
that's
can
what
drink
it's
it.
triggering in your mind
yeah.
is
That's
oh,
really
that-
good.
I was actually worried
That's
that
like
because I
cinnamon.
should work harder
And
on
it is, and it's not like Baker's cinnamon. It's like
in comparison, but like
it's like
it's delivery.
Jolly
Bush-
Rancher cinnamon.
Like California shit, you pay a little too much.
hmm
Yeah. I mean, region to region,
I
there's
just
different
got
differences
those. Yeah,
Oh.
no, it's a thing.
in like
Like,
which
look,
plants are in the local peat, but
Mhm.
also even across island, which is not a big
8:30, I got my
island, you get big differences. Like the peat in Lafroig does not taste like the peat in Lagavulin, which does not taste like the peat in Ardbeg.
Right.
No.
And I don't,
Oh,
I
no.
don't know how you do
Ardbeg
that
is,
because
is
Tongues.
totally
Go
different.
really?
Yeah.
yeah, it's a little bit stabbier.
Okay, so here's my other
It's like my
question:
iPad and my phone.
How much? You got to turn them down a little bit, just a little bit.
Personally, do, but I find it with low light.
How much? How
So
much
changes.
is how much is the peat that's in the water versus the peat that is the smoked peat? Because I know the difference because like the classic Lottie has a peat flavor to it that's just from the water. And so,
Is there peat in the water?
yeah, because it runs through peated land. I mean, the water runs through nothing but peat. And so you get a mild peat flavor from the water, but boy, when they start smoking it, you really get it. Band-Aids and hate. It's not Band-Aids and hate. It's really not. It's really not. I mean, that was me like a month and a half ago. I no longer feel that way about it, and I hated it. I came on to Anthony's show to drink the last 2 ounces of Lafroig 10 just to say, see, this is shitty. And they turned me around.
You know, the Highland Park that you were drinking originally, I've gotten here.
That
last
first
bit of it.
Yeah, the first Highland Park.
The honey.
Oh God.
The heather, the smoke is so slight, but the way it comes back and kind of just grabs stuff, and it's really good on the palate. Really good on the palate. I like that on there, but it's very, very low. It's only like 8 parts per million. I would not have guessed it was that low. I'd have said it's around 10 or 15.
Yeah.
But it's really good, and I like the ABV on it. It has a good viscosity, and there is a sweetness that really pops about mid palate, and really just it's wonderful. I forgot about that because it's been a while since I went back to it, so it's like, wow.
Okay, so Sugar Kitty's corrected me. What he's talking about is it's where they take it from the cut. It's how the cut is done. Because my first Scotch was Classic Lottie, and I can taste peat in Classic Lottie. I don't taste it heavy, but I know it's there, and I know it's there because the water flows through it. And so I tasted it there, but it's different. But this, all of the smoke stuff is just so good. Yeah, Ben Demon Hunter's taking a stab at King Charles III. So this is the end of my Scotch journey tonight. I'm finishing this. This is the Lafroig Cask Strength 10. This is amazing. If you don't like Scotch, come on to Bourbon Neophyte on a night where you're going to find a bunch of Scotch drinkers, and they will change your mind. God, that's good.
I'll tell you, peated Scotch. I was telling Adriana here, and I didn't like it until all of a sudden I had Lagavulin 16, and I was thinking about smoke. Right? Instead of like, what peat is or what is that weird peated flavor, I was thinking about the smoke and the sweet.
Uh-huh.
And it was like all of a sudden it like flipped a switch.
Yes.
Now when I have peat, I'm like, holy shit.
Yes.
Like now you look over my shoulder, like I have the Octomores, which are like, one is 134 parts per million.
Per million, yeah, that's high.
Yeah.
And it's like, it is so good. Like it is so, and now I, in many cases, prefer peat in some form or another.
Oh yeah.
Yes, definitely does.
But now I actually prefer peat in all forms. I like it. What I like is to be able to suss out the differences.
Yeah.
That's what I like about peat now, is to be able to suss out the differences in the different peats.
Yeah. Well, it's fun. Last night we introduced Vic to some peat for the first time. We gave him Port Charlotte, and then just to show him a very different kind of peat, we gave him some Lafroig.
He didn't like Lafroig.
He did not like Lafroig. I feel like most people
Lefroy is like
tends toward that.
you
Like,
got to be. It wasn't off-putting to him, but he didn't like it.
yeah.
And I think like he's still in a place where with that he could be like, eventually, I like it.
Oh,
Yeah.
he could
Yeah,
be
I think
because
I think Lefroy is definitely the one that takes more time to
Yes.
acquire that
Appreciate,
taste
yeah.
for. Yeah.
yeah, and that was the one I had Lefroy 10. That was the one I came on Anthony's show, and he and Zach talked me through actually loving Lefroy.
And
Because
now
they
it's like Ardbeg is probably my favorite of the like
Basic kinds.
like the basic kinds where I like Ardbeg more than Lefroy, more than Lagavulin, but for whatever reason, like you can just feel and taste the difference when you drink it. And
Yeah.
I think Ardbeg is a little more smoky.
I agree.
Yeah. Mike, your story makes sense though, because Lagavulin 16 is the first heavily peated whiskey that I actually enjoyed. But
Oh,
but
that
learning to
16
enjoy
log
that.
is the quintessential.
When I bought the 16, first time it was $80.
Oh, yeah.
Now it's like 120 everywhere.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I
it's
know.
it's really jumped up.
But
Whoa.
learning to enjoy that helped me learn to enjoy other ones.
Yeah.
It was a good starting point.
Hmm.
But
But
now,
yeah.
like I enjoy like my favorite is Campbelltown. So you get like a Springbank that has like that different type of peated. You know what I mean? Like that. I don't know. It's different, and it's my favorite.
Yeah. They came out town.
But it's not for everybody, right? Like
No.
I understand JD loving the Campbelltown funk. In general, it's not all
And
peated.
some
I
people
guess,
just
but-
don't.
Yeah. But
Some
it's
people-
kind of like Wild Turkey. You know how Wild Turkey bourbon has that, Wild Turkey funk?
See, I don't get that. I mean, I hear it, but
I mean,
don't get that
it doesn't.
off
You
the
don't
wall.
have to call it a funk, but there's a note
yeah.
that
Yeah.
screams
Okay.
Wild Turkey.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's like a hay note to it.
Yeah.
To me, that's how I think of it. The funk.
and
like a
that
hay
Campbelltown has that same thing, which just differentiates it from other things.
It's like a decay note.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
That's what it makes me
Decay
think of.
sounds gross, but
That's what it makes me think of. But in a good way, fish.
Sugar Kitty and Ardbeg is a sledgehammer, square, but not iodine or ocean or medicinal. Super smoky but savory. Yep.
Yeah, yeah. And I think that's why Ardbeg is so much more approachable, especially to like newer peat drinkers because it's more barbecuey.
I do
something
think
you
like
identify as something you enjoy.
so if you were gonna introduce it was funny when I first started drinking peat, I didn't want it lightly peated. Right, like
Yeah, I
I
want the
wanted
peat. I
Lagavulin
want the
16. I wanted the Oogie. I wanted something that you knew was peated when you were drinking it.
Mhm.
But I'm wondering like what you think. So I'm
The
wondering
Port
if
Charlotte.
like introducing someone to lightly peated is better, or introducing them something that's
More heavily. Yeah.
like heavily
I
peated
think
that
it
you can
depends
get
on-
that smoke flavor and then broaden.
I think it depends on if they like Scotch to begin with or not. Like, do they like
I-
that malt
Okay,
flavor or not?
when I drank the Lefroy on here, I already liked the heavy peated stuff. I liked Octomore. I liked Port Charlotte. I thought
Everybody
those were
likes
great.
that.
My problem was I didn't think I liked the more subtly peated stuff.
Like a good Springbank, an
Right,
old Springbank.
right,
That's not
and-
cask strength.
And I came on here ready to just drink my Lefroy 10 and
Oh.
get the fuck off. And then but Zach and Anthony both walked me through it, and so now I understand the subtleties of peat. And everything about it is amazing. Whether it's subtle or heavy, peat is amazing.
Okay, that's what.
The Springbank 10 I have is a 16, and this is really good. It's an older Springbank, but it's really good. This was hand delivered to me by a guy in Tennessee. Well, he no longer lives there. He moved further to the East Coast. Yeah.
Wink, wink, nod, nod. It was hand delivered.
Yeah.
Love it.
I'm at this
Exactly.
point. I'm at this point where I know that both UPS and the other one know that we're sending alcohol. They just know. Well, that I'm sending alcohol, not that the rest of you are. The rest of you wouldn't do that, but I know that they
I gotta
know.
rotate through them. I think I'm.
That's right. They know that you know that they
Yeah.
know.
I know that they know that I know they know.
That's right. That's exactly how that goes. So, Andrew, you don't have any problem with Ardbeg, right?
The front legs.
I think no, I've had a couple of Ardbegs. The Oogie
I didn't
is
make 'em.
much more approachable than the standard.
Oh, Oogie? Oh, yeah.
Did you get
Even Adriana will tell you that's life changing.
I love the Oogie. It might be my
Oogie
favorite,
is
my favorite
everything.
non-spring
Yeah,
bank.
Oogie's really good.
Oogie is lovely.
You gotta love the Oogie. Oogie.
Yeah.
But I will say that I've tried several things that are both big sherry, big peat, and I still can't find anything that I like better than Lagavulin 16.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
you're
Lagavulin 16 is just solid. Like it's so.
It's very
I don't want to
refined.
say it's complex, but I want to say like it's complete.
It is. I'm telling you, it's a good whiskey.
Oh come on!
Although it's starting to get a little overpriced at $110 to $120 a bottle. But it is a good whiskey. It has great flavor. It has a great hint of smoke to it. It has the sweetness. It has the saltiness. It has what you are looking for in a peated scotch.
Yeah.
Period.
Love it. Oogie's really nice outdoors too. Like that's a. You're
How
gonna
do
go
you? What do
camping.
you know about
I don't know,
outdoors?
I'm just saying.
More
You're
than
gonna go
you
camping,
know.
watch some people die.
She is
Whiskey
outdoors.
Mountains.
Whiskey Mountains is outdoors.
YouTube.com/Whiskey Mountain.
Yeah, don't
Right.
ever let the rest of you who are watching. Whiskey Mountains is more outdoors than any other whiskey YouTube channel there is.
It's pretty
That's
much
true.
the best whiskey tube channel except for Bourbon Neophyte. They're a tie.
I just have the best background.
You do have the best background. You've got
Yes.
all those-
Only we could do
the
better.
scenery.
all those 13 and 14ers.
I picked the one that would make me dance while I edit.
I'm just
That's how
saying,
I do
like,
my
the one thing I love about Whiskey Mountains is she goes live once a month, maybe.
Yeah.
The produced content is the hardest part about YouTube. It's Livewire doesn't do it because it's so hard very often. And that's what Whiskey Mountains does. Like it's and hers is not like just go record something in the studio.
No. Our
Right?
studio's outside.
I'm gonna go for a frickin' hike. I'm gonna walk forever and
Rewatch
record
certain
it.
sections to record it.
For the record, do you think she needs a drone for those hikes?
Hmm.
No, not yet. Not.
Oh,
I mean,
This is much work.
if she starts really like, if she starts pushing it,
Do
You
anything
can
else?
set it up and figure out which trails allow you to take the drone.
Oh yeah, you gotta
All
figure
that
that out.
shit and carry the damn thing. Can
are there some trails that are there
I'm
trails
getting
that
one.
won't let you take a drone?
Oh yeah, that'd be awesome.
What'd you say?
Are there trails that won't let you take a drone?
Yeah,
Yeah.
a lot will not. Like, there's a lot of areas that they're not.
So
allowed.
that you know that
or you
fire,
have to apply for a permit.
you know that
That's
fire,
stupid.
you know that fire in Boulder that destroyed
Yeah.
like 1,400 homes. It was
Was
caused
that-
by a drone crash.
I actually didn't know why they didn't allow drones. I just knew that like I see that all the time. I trail
That fire,
like,
that
no
fire was
drones.
caused by a drone crash.
Oh, so maybe it's a fire thing.
Drones don't
Cats,
spark.
how do I go to sleep when I've got
Just because I'm here.
my best non-Will Davilar or Tim?
No, I would.
I'm
I'm
here doing this.
Okay,
No,
this
I'm
is gonna make me go to
absolutely-
bed. This thing.
I'm absolutely with Mike. If I was with those two right now, we wouldn't go to sleep till 4 o'clock this morning. There's no way.
You'll be here for the next one, bro.
Yeah,
so Anthony, do I see that you're
I
working?
absolutely agree. There's no way I could be in a room with the two of you and go to sleep right now. There's no
No.
way.
Nope. I'm just telling you, I've been up till 2 in the morning the last 2 nights.
Yeah.
Right. And at least
Wow, Mike,
two.
you've really
I
been
mean,
out.
No, you guys.
So-
There's no way I could be hanging out with Adriana and you guys and go to bed at 10. No.
Yeah.
Eric, you just need to come here. We don't need Adriana here. Frankie wants you to come visit. It's good.
Okay.
So,
You don't
Anthony,
need
do I
her.
see that you're empty?
But she's
She's
kind
tiny.
of funnier than you are.
Yeah, exactly. I'm the fun one.
She seems to be fun.
I make this look like a buffet.
You would be surprised, given her middle finger. Adriana is probably one of the most encouraging people I've ever met.
No, I believe that.
Like, she wants everybody to be happy and successful.
Oh yeah, that I do. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah.
Oh my
But
god.
yes, I do want everybody.
I mean,
I
she
am-
doesn't like stupid.
I am scotch drunk tonight. I got to tell you, I am scotch drunk.
I'm leaving that alone, Mike.
That's she comes here for Frankie, Anthony. It's fine. Yeah.
You
Oh,
left,
God.
came back, left again when me and Frankie were talking, and then finally we're like,
Yeah.
Dude, we were sitting up there
Where is
with them. Nick
everybody?
and I are like watching football, doing our thing, and these two are like talking around Nick. So Nick and I came down to watch football. Like an hour and a half later, they're like, "Where did you guys go?"
and you'd already left with Logan and
Yeah,
come
I'd
back
taken
and-
Logan to work. I'd come downstairs.
That's right. Doing your thing. Mhm.
I showed Vic how to use the laser.
That was fun. Me
For
Oh
what?
yeah, I forgot you got that.
Yeah, we made Nick's coasters from his culinary school.
Yep.
Well, those were
Mhm.
already made. We just
Yeah,
cut
there
them
were
in half,
blanks
so there
in
were two of
those.
them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I sanded him.
you did.
I crushed
She
it.
went out in the shop and sanded them.
Very cool.
Really? There you go.
Tomorrow, I'm setting her up on the lathe. She's gonna make some pens or something.
Or something.
Or something.
Mm-hmm.
The one with the layers.
Yeah, I love those.
Yeah, those are
They're
so
cool
good.
looking. Those are super
Mhm.
cool.
Yeah.
And the dude that
Anthony-
I have made a couple pens with, he doesn't like the funky colors. He only likes natural wood
Scrub.
colors. And I'm like, I want. He's like 90.
Oh.
So, Anthony, are you empty there? Do you have one of these?
Okay. So I missed out at some point. Who is I don't know the name of the person who is above me and to the
That's Andrew Chance, bro.
Oh, that's Andrew Chance. Okay. Andrew
Oh.
Chance has the most
Anthony doesn't put a name
amazing
tag.
voice on the face of the planet.
Is what? Yeah.
So-
yeah.
So, is that one of the whatever thrones? What or King of Thrones?
Oh,
Game
what
of
is it?
Thrones?
Yeah.
Game of
Game of Thrones. Yeah.
It is, yeah.
That's
So Game of Thrones has like a bottle from all the distilleries in Scotland, right? Is that how it works? I just discovered this a couple months ago.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's an Ardbeg Game of Thrones. There's a
There's a Johnny Walker. That's the White Walker.
Kilkerran one. What's
A White Walker. Yeah, there's a White Walker.
I can't get both of
I
those
didn't
on
actually
screen at
watch
the same time.
so? Which one is that? That's the Ardbeg one.
This is Six Kingdoms from Mortlock.
That's three-eyed. That's the three-eyed
Oh,
crow.
Mortlock. Yeah.
That's the
Yes, it
three-eyed
is.
crow right there. Look at him.
But
That's the three-eyed crow.
yeah, but Anthony told me about this and how to get it half off, and I have been saving it to open until I could be live on a stream.
You know
So cool.
So this is the opportunity.
Oh yeah. Well, and they still had it a couple of weeks ago. Yeah.
Is that good, Andrew?
We're
He
about
doesn't
to
know.
find
He's just
out.
opening.
Oh, you're
it
just
right now.
opening it now.
Finding out, bitch.
Is it
I
peated?
like it.
Give him a chance.
I don't
You
think
didn't
so.
know. He's just opening it now.
I'm not peated.
I'm pretty sure
I
it's
guarantee
sherry.
Adriana wouldn't like it if it's not peated.
Don't matter then.
It
My
isn't peated.
eyebrows are out of control.
I think it's amazing. Adriana likes heavily peated stuff, but not rye.
This is like some crazy shit over
Because
here.
peat is good, rye is not. It's easy. It's
Rye's delicious.
Oh, I love rye.
Adriana,
That's like saying you have to if you have to like if you like a Corvette, you have to like a Ferrari. That doesn't make sense.
no, you're right. Because until recently, Ferraris were way better than Corvettes.
Dude, Ferraris are way overrated. I've owned like 4 in my life. No, I haven't.
You
but
have not.
no.
So,
But I've never owned a Corvette either. So
the Corvettes are better because Prince sang about them.
So wait till you
Why?
get this to open up a bit, Andrew. get it down past the shoulder, you'll see how it changes.
Oh, it's non-peated, Ben. I got you. I want to know how good that is, Anthony. Is that good?
I like it.
Are
It's
those
not
Game of
peated.
Thrones in general good? Because I do see like several versions of the Game of Thrones.
There's
I feel like
several
that's just-
versions of it. Like
Yeah, because they're Game of Thrones.
And are they
This-
good?
this Lagavulin 9
Yeah,
is the Game of Thrones version
yeah. How's that?
that I have, and I think it's good. But you got to watch. I mean, some.
But are they a little overpriced because of the
They
Game
are
of
way
Thrones name?
overpriced, and some places couldn't get rid of them, so they drop
Put 'em
them
on
down to
sale.
like $50 or $60.
Yeah.
Okay, now you're in the right price range instead of the 130 or whatever.
Yeah.
Now this
the way-
one, this one here is selling in certain stores here for 170, but you can pick it up for right around 69 to $79.
If you get it at real cost.
In some places, people have gotten it even cheaper than that where they live. I have not found it that inexpensive here in Nevada, but other states said, "Oh, I got it for $59." I got, well, I'd have bought 2 at 59.
Really, the
Right.
Klein Elish Game of Thrones is good.
Klein Elish.
Klein leash.
How do you say it?
Klein
Klein
leash.
leash.
Klein Leash.
That's what
Yeah,
I said.
Klein
I
Leash.
learned that from
I said
Whiskey
that.
Central, Shayla, and it tastes like wax. It's the waxy one.
Pretty sure that's what I said.
Yeah, toots.
No, it's
By
not.
the way,
but it's
Anthony,
close.
Tim Evans is going to Vegas this coming week, I believe. He wants to know if there's any places he's got to hit.
A good one.
Corey's.
Corey's.
Really, Ben?
Adam and I have
Lagavulin
been there.
9 Game of Thrones is
Um,
better than the 16?
I highly doubt.
What's that?
Ben Demon Hunter said the Lagavulin 9 Game of Thrones is greater than the Lagavulin 16.
Oh yeah, money wise, sometimes you got to watch. But
Oh.
I would definitely tell Tim that go to Corey's, or come out here too to a Liquor Lineup, because Liquor Lineup just got their store pick of Frey Ranch, and I had some on Friday. Wow, really
Wow.
good. So the
I
one
might
that
have to have you
the
pick
one
of
that
those
I
up for
dropped
me,
off at
Anthony.
your place from Corey's, Mike,
Yeah?
it's as good, if not better.
Dude, I like that Free
Is-
Ranch you got me that day.
Yeah,
Is that their
so
second store pickup?
it's higher proof too.
Wow.
Yeah, by about 3-4 points. So you are at 136, I think, on theirs, and the one we have is really 132 because they wrote it wrong when you add it
I'm
up.
pretty
Anthony,
pretty
is that their
sure
second store pick?
Adriana wouldn't like that though.
Anthony, is that the second store pick?
No,
Free ranch.
it's a really good whiskey.
Oh, no, I've
Yeah,
got a
it's
store
good.
pick from them,
It's-
but I got it.
I don't
like-
want to say it tastes like a rye, but it
A
has
year
kind of
ago.
that like
It has a higher rye mash bill
yeah,
in it.
you do. I mean, she likes high rye
Fire
bourbon,
rye.
but there is kind of that like I don't know if it's the rye note or the young note that makes it seem
Yeah.
like a high rye
Yeah.
note.
What's that?
Nope,
What's
you're
up,
still awake.
Holy
I'm still
shit!
He's in
Still
Barely.
awake.
Well,
He's
well,
Have
reminding
you
me.
seen Fifth Quarter Tailgates Patreon? Go subscribe now.
There you go.
I love that you've become my hype man. Thank you. So
That's right. You haven't subscribed to Fifth Quarter Tailgate, go over there, do that, and also become a member of his Patreon.
you got
I already have. I've already done that. I'm there.
Okay, good.
Whiskey Mount.
Eric's gonna be my first person to make me be a Chiefs fan for a week.
I am. I'm
so
going to make you be a Chiefs fan because I
I'm so mad about
chose.
it. And
Faz, that Coravecchian is pretty good. I had a pour of it a little while ago, and I was like, wow, that's pretty darn good.
All right, I'm going to bed because I got to get up in the morning to go to work.
Me too, but I'm going to stay on for a little longer.
I
All right,
love you
Eric.
guys. Thank you for.
Hold on,
Bourbon
Eric.
Bourbon Neophyte.
Hold on, Eric.
Thank you for continuing my journey down the road to Scotch.
Oh yeah.
Good night, Dank Mountains. You guys are great.
Good
You guys,
night.
you guys have a good night.
Cheers, brother.
Thank you, buddy.
All right, this is my last pour. Then I'm gonna go to bed.
Yeah.
Didn't you say that 2 pours ago or 3?
Probably.
Maybe.
Quite possibly.
I
was
just
gonna say
can't give
next
up
pour,
on
too.
Bourbon Neophyte.
Right?
He's the best channel on
I just
YouTube.
can't quit you.
I can't quit you. Oh, but look at this.
Yes. Ooh. Tell them where they can get it.
I was
Tell 'em
like,
where
what do
they
you
can
got in your hand? Now I see it's
WhiskeyMountains.com.
That's exactly
it fits
it.
perfectly in Adriana's hand.
He stole it out of a dollhouse, I think.
Look at that. And then you go
And
into the-
I've said it before, and I want to say it again live. She is not as short as people say she is, people.
Look at me. I'm basically
like
his
three-
For the record, we are on the same chair.
height. When I was on his earlier, I was on a cushion on the chair. And
She
I finally
truly
gave up
isn't.
on that.
I stood next to her.
You
I
like
was
climbed
expecting-
into the chair though. Like that
Look
was
at how
hilarious.
big my
I don't know what
head
you were
is
doing.
compared to hers.
I keep asking him to grab me things. And I'm like, it's too hard to climb in the chair.
I'm glad you added things. At first, she said I kept asking him to grab me. Things.
There was
Hey,
no
but,
pause.
it happened on Livewire, but I didn't get a chance to thank her. But Kathy Jo Hyatt became a patron tonight of my channel, so thank you, Kathy Jo.
that's
Oh,
awesome.
yay.
It's awesome.
Kathy
I love Kathy
Joe.
Jo.
All right.
It's awesome.
I might have to cancel mine for yours. Because
Well, her husband was drinking the Lagavulin too, the one I just finished the review on, and he likes it.
She's like, I signed up and canceled. It didn't cost me a dime.
I got y'all to 50 and I left.
Yeah.
Like I was trying to get y'all to 50.
I was
and
trying to get that
You were at
goddamn
53
ride.
when I joined, and I'm like, what the fuck?
She was trying to get the Jepsons picks from
So funny story. I thought that friggin' Adam did that on mine, because like I did a giveaway like on the 31st or whatever for anybody who had joined like prior to like getting charged, and like on the first, like there must have been a glitch or something on Patreon because it looked like Adam had unsubscribed from my Patreon, and I was like, that motherfucker. Did he just?
I feel like it does that a lot, though. Like,
Yeah.
it shows me that I've lost ones, and then a few days later, it shows me
Yeah.
their backer, that they're still there, and I'm like,
It popped back up. I was just like, are you Adam of all people, that asshole? Like,
fuck you.
yeah. I love that guy.
I have
So, Andrew,
one
what do you think of that pour?
big jump. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, we got 8 new patrons tonight. That was pretty awesome.
I like this. It's malty. I thought it was sherry, but it doesn't taste like sherry.
God
No.
damn, are you a radio announcer, Andrew?
No, I am a database engineer.
That's right.
Man, you make us all horny
I
when
need
you
to
talk.
hire him to do some voiceover for my Hallmark movie.
Yes, we're doing
I'm
a
gonna pay-
Hallmark movie. She is.
Yeah. I was like, well, I've been saying we about Livewire, so you might as well
Can I-
say we about Whiskey Mountain.
You know, I love
Andrew,
the
can I
Hallmark
can I
movies.
pay you to do the intro to my fifth quarter tailgate? Just to introduce me, and then like
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
yeah.
I love the Hallmark movies, but my wife, it pisses my wife off because I'll come in and like I'll watch for like a minute and a half, and I'll say, okay, here's what's going to happen. She is going to end up married to him by the end of it, and the two of them aren't going to make it, and I got to
This
go.
is why I watch
And-
this. Like, we watch Hallmark Christmas, just the Christmas one, just
Oh, yeah.
to sit there at the very beginning and call out all of our predictions. And then throughout it, like, normally Nick will be cooking
Mhm.
and I'll be watching it and like calling to him my commentary. And I'm like, Nick, you won't believe, but there's a tree lighting ceremony and they're going together because they both have to hang ornaments and they're mad about it, but they have to work together. It's terrible. I bet they will fall in love.
It's like
So,
it's always like recently broke up with a woman, moves to Vermont to find love.
yep.
Like, I don't know. It's like
Or goes
find-
there to
find-
do a story for work or
find-
something from the big
finds a
city.
man who owns a tree farm, and his name is Chris
Yep.
Kringle, and you're like, what
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
fuck am I watching?
The one I
Right.
just
I
watched,
would
the
have
guy
never
who sold
guessed
the
it.
house, his name was Mr. Noel.
Yeah,
It was like,
Mr.
"Ah."
Noel. They're like,
Come on. Yeah. Yeah.
oh.
No.
I go over to my parents, and
I'm gonna do-
my mom's watching that shit all the time, and I'm like,
Yeah. So instead of an advent calendar for Christmas, I'm working on doing a Hallmark Christmas movie, stereotype movie, but whiskey based. This is my Christmas goal. My Christmas whiskey movie. It's gonna be great. And actually, Don Nishida gave me like the best plot for it. It's gonna be good. It's very perfectly Hallmark. So I'm stoked.
I don't believe you.
It's gonna be killer. But join my
But I-
Patreon and you'll know.
I think this Mortlock is pretty good. I mean, wait till yours opens up. Like I said, throughout the week, drink 1 or 2 more drams out of it.
Oh,
Cap
such a
it off.
sacrifice.
yeah,
Leave it set for about a week or so,
yeah.
and then go back to it. I'm telling you, a little air in that bottle really brings out a little more flavor in there.
Yeah,
I
but
think
a
that's
week
one
or
of my
2 is
favorite things
good.
about whiskey in general is just
I
like
know.
you can open a bottle fresh and be like, I'm not sure about this, or it's coming off this way to me, or whatever, and then you can come back to it, letting it air up for a bit.
There's some
Oh,
proof
yeah.
right here. There's the proof.
Oh yeah.
It
Oh, that's
wasn't.
that charred oak.
Even,
That's that
That's
charred
what
oak.
I
It
heard.
just wasn't. It just wasn't hitting
Yeah.
a month ago, roughly, and
Yeah.
now
Yeah.
it's definitely has promise and it's changed.
Good.
But in all fairness, like I said, I delivered some samples because I definitely wanted to get that thing way below the shoulder and give it some time to open up. But I also wanted other people's opinion on it, who I know drink Lagavulin, liked the previous Offerman,
Right.
and so I gave them
Yeah.
some, and they're like, "Oh yeah," they liked it. I was like, "Okay."
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
listening to them, in my opinion, it's not shitty whiskey. It would be me. I just did not like that one. But now that it opened up,
It's very nice.
the youngness and stuff that I was tasting, just it's not all gone, but it's
Yeah.
way better.
Yeah.
Way better. So
Yeah.
it has improved with some time in the bottle.
Yeah, I got a sample from Will Davalar that I'm looking forward to. We got it like right before coming out here, kind of thing. So, but I'm looking.
Which
forward
one
to
did you get from him?
Of the charred, we have
Oh,
the Guinness.
okay.
Yeah, we have the Guinness. So, but he sent us, delivered us a sample of.
He
the,
likes the chart.
Yeah. So I'm excited for it. Clifton also reviewed them all recently,
Hmm.
and he liked the chart, bourbon bites, and he liked the
Mhm.
chart too. So, and I feel like as a bourbon drinker, I might, and as a non-beer, and I like the Guinness one, but like I think I might really enjoy the touch that the char delivers to it. So
Yeah. Why? Like I said, his bottle has opened up, so what you're getting has had a little time in the bottle.
right, yeah. So
I'm
it'll be that-
confident. I think you'll like it. Like I said, the char presence, essence. I don't know how you would best describe it. It's different. It wasn't.
Yeah.
How do I say this? I know what barrel char is on bourbon, and
Yeah,
I'm fine with it. It was peculiar, and that's the word I'll use, when I tasted it in the Lagavulin, because of how prevalent it was on the first pours.
Mhm.
But now,
Yeah.
no, it has,
It's taken that back
Mellow.
seat and
yeah,
not
some time has and air has helped it. But I'm still on the
Yeah.
fence if I would run out and buy a backup bottle. I've got the one, and I'm satisfied with it for now. After I have a few more pours out of it over the next week or two, I'll decide if I'll hunt for a second bottle.
Mine kept itching my head.
I've definitely had it go the other way though, where you like get a bottle that first crack, you think, oh my god, that's like the best thing you've ever had, and then you let it sit for like a couple months,
That's frustrating where it goes the other way.
and then you're like, what the hell is this? Like, did I hate like? Why did I love this thing so much? And now it's like turned into this like funky, like banana-y, like weirdness. I'm looking at you, Old Forester. Like,
I was
yeah.
just thinking, I was like, you talking about an Old Forester single barrel barrel?
yeah, I was like, Old Forester has had some weird, like, single barrels.
Well, I'm not liking any of
hot.
the picks that have been coming out lately from them that some of the stores around are getting. Liquor Lineup, Andrew has got a pick now of the Old Forester, and every one I've had just tastes hot.
Yeah, I've got
That's
the
it.
Lee's pick. I haven't opened it yet.
You got one from Lee's?
Yeah, it's not cast strength. It's the 100, I think.
Okay.
Oh, see, I've been hearing good things about those ones. Whereas the barrel
I
strengths
haven't
can
opened
be too much.
Like,
I haven't
very
opened it
hot.
yet.
Yeah.
There was a store pick here of, it was an Old Forester store pick, barrel strength. And, like, at first I loved it because it tasted like a banana, like pudding, like vanilla. It was great.
Mhm.
As it like opened up, it turned straight up into like banana runs, like the artificial bullshit.
Oh.
It's like Howlerhead.
Yeah, it was very artificial and gross, and I was like, I'm done. I gave the bottle away.
Damn.
I've heard stories of people like that. You know, hey, they get a bottle, they cracked it, and go, oh my gosh, they've had 2 pours out of it, and go, this is great.
Right.
Get it down to the shoulder, set it back on the shelf for a few weeks, a month or 2, and then go back to it and go, what the hell happened?
Yeah.
But it
Like,
happens.
why did I even drink this?
Normally
Why
for
did I
me it
drink this?
takes longer. Normally it's like for me when a bottle gets a good, pretty low, it's been open for a bit, that it's like it can go horrible to me, and it's like, whoa, got it.
Oh.
Don't let this shit fucking sit around open for a while. 'Cause it can
And there's some that you know right off the bat. Yep. You cannot, once you get below half, you got to start remembering it's there. And once you get down to that last little bit
don't
in the
save
bottle,
it, just finish it.
it's time to start
Yeah.
emptying
I
that
know
stuff.
it's bourbon night will actually, which I admire people who are savvy enough to do this, but they'll like actually, transfer it to a smaller bottle or whatever.
Or libation expiration, put marbles in it.
Oh yeah, he put some marbles. I love that idea. Like the whole concept. I haven't tried it though. I don't know.
Mike, I've heard that on your channel you have a different solution for that problem.
A bottle chug that shit.
Yeah, you just drink it.
Well, Adam
they
does.
chug loaf it. That's how they deal with avoiding it sitting around. Did you forget your password, dipshit?
Yeah, I can't remember my Patreon password.
He's
You
just
just-
like sitting here like.
Just send it to Adam. He'll get rid of it.
Yeah. Anthony, I'm going to dip for a
It's
moment.
like,
I need to go
thought
find
that
that
you
pick
were
we
trying
just
to
talked
sign in
about.
as Whiskey Mountain. I'm like,
Go
I'm
ahead.
not telling you my password. We said we. That doesn't mean I'm giving you my
I thought we were a team.
Yeah, fuck off.
Wow.
You have yet to take me for a hike that didn't end in Nick's destruction.
Yeah.
He saw it. Nick has a huge ass scar on his leg still.
Dude, he's still like his
last
head
season.
wouldn't even know anything happened, and it was the bloodiest mess.
Yeah.
Dude, head wounds are the worst.
Dude, his leg is still like scarred, and it's gonna be there forever.
But like his head's fine.
That's
But
fine.
it's fine. Yeah, his head's fine. He's
Yeah.
done.
Yeah.
I mean, he still has a fucked up head, but
I
don't
mean,
tell him
yeah,
I said that.
It's just a Proman head now, but that's nothing he can do about that.
We
so.
should like, can we like get together and get like a plaque and then find that tree and just put the plaque on the tree and be like,
He wants us all to go pee on it.
So Frankie and I were up there a couple maybe a month
Yeah.
later. We took a picture of the scene of the crime.
oh, I think we definitely need to like put like a plaque, be like,
I want to take a
Proman.
machete and just like cut that part of the tree out. Give it to
Cut
Nick.
it down.
Give it
Cut
to
it
Nick as
down.
a Christmas present. He can burn it.
Yeah, we'll chop that shit down.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Will no longer live in the forest.
Mhm.
oh my god. Can you
You
imagine
look at
it?
that tree though. I was swallowing water. You look at that tree though, and you would think as bloody as it was, that the tree lost.
Well,
Turns out that was Nick's blood,
Or that somebody gutted a deer.
Yeah. or somebody was dead.
Mm-hmm.
Drink might be having. Good night, Steve Burka.
I tell you what, that was a good pick that Andrew said. Grab that Mortlatch, and I was like, I haven't opened that in a while, and I was like, man, that's pretty good.
The skunk?
I mean, with all the peat I had today, I didn't
that's
think
true.
that this would hold up. After about the second sip, maybe third sip, then I was like, oh yeah, this is all right. This is all right.
I'm liking the Ernie of the Bert and Ernie. That's what I'm calling Bert too.
Oh,
Bert and Ernie.
fine
Uh-oh.
creators.
Uh-oh, look at this.
An alarm?
Trish, cheers. Thanks for popping in there.
I don't think anybody has an alarm on.
On what?
All right, Steve. Thank you, sir. Have a good night. Pleasure having you here.
Good night, Steve. And possibly Sugar Kitty, good night. Way too late for working, so it's cat.
Mm-hmm.
I do not hear this beeping sound.
Beeping sound.
Are you sure it's not coming from inside the house?
have you checked your fire alarms?
Have you turned it off and on again?
Exactly.
Word
Exactly.
in doubt. I mean, I've proved this weekend I don't have great hearing though, so.
She ain't just blind.
I can't see, or his seeing helps you hear. So if I can't
Uh-oh.
see your,
Which
your
one you
mouth
got?
going,
Is that the one? That is the
62.4. Wow. Now, where was that from again?
It's good, right?
This
I
is from
really like
Lagavulin.
that.
yeah, if both come to Utah, I'm gonna get the bird.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think I'll get both, but I'll get the Ernie.
The Burt was pretty good.
Yeah.
That was the first one they had,
I
wasn't
still
it?
say Maker's 46.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Did they
Right
do another
there.
pick? This one is.
46 cat.
I'm
Dude,
not
it's so
based
good.
on your description. I think yours is probably better. I didn't know they had a new one.
So the one they have now is 136 on the proof.
Let's see if that's us then.
Yeah. And I had that
I'm gonna
Friday.
look.
It's great. The one Mike and I have, we have the one from Corey's
Corey's.
up in Henderson, and that's 132. I think the one you have is what, 126?
124.28.
Okay. So,
All right, y'all. Well, I'm gonna go get some sleep.
No.
Good night, y'all.
okay. Well, you do that. If we need you, we'll call you.
All right. Bye.
Good night, Scott.
All right. Thanks, man.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, it's 124 point. I'm sorry, it's 8.82, not 28. But yeah, so they did do a new pick. This one is, it's okay. I from the sound of it, your description of yours makes it sound much better.
The when they're 130 and north, I don't know. I just think they're phenomenal. And everyone I've had that have been north of 130 have been really great. If you have a chance this coming weekend, swing by Liquor Line up here. And if Rafa's there or Anthony or Juan or somebody like that, and they have a bottle open, you've got to give it a try. You've got to give it a try. And then I tried the latest one by, was it Dixon Deadman, the Phoenix? And I thought it was okay.
This is
I never hear it, Mike. So
I don't hear it.
yeah.
It was a cool picture, yeah. I thought you were saying there was a moose outside the window, and I got really excited.
I love this
There's
cork.
no moose in Windsor.
That's the synthetic cork, right?
It's synthetic, but it's got this.
Oh,
big
yeah.
brass thing on it.
It's a cork. You know you got a cork.
Yeah, it's got some serious weight to it.
Wow,
And yeah,
Trish.
it's synthetic.
It does. Yeah, serious weight to it.
But
I
I have a
miss
soft
Trish.
spot for, and I have a soft spot for them because they're from the
Nobody
Cow
could
counties
be
in Northern
subtly
Nevada.
meaner than Trish.
And I'm from the Cal County in northern Nevada.
Look at there.
Howdy.
Look at there.
Cheers, Chris.
What is that shit on the wall behind you, Chris? That's cool.
Just a green.
Green.
Oh, it's a like
the,
half wall.
what are they called? Room dividers?
It's just a Chinese green.
Where's the ogre chalice? Oh, okay.
Where's yours?
Yeah.
Yours is right there. Yeah, I was gonna say.
Well, he usually has a big mug of coffee.
Yeah, buddy.
See you in the NT.
See you in the Northern Territory. That's all it says.
Mm-hmm.
Any weirdos out there misreading this?
God, get your minds out of the gutters, everyone.
But it is in YouTube.
It's in YouTube. Okay. Yeah,
we were muted for a little while, so we didn't hear it, or so it couldn't be up.
Yeah.
I still don't hear it. Period.
What's that?
Yeah. Well, no. Trish was saying she's hearing something beeping.
Listen.
And like,
And I think Ben Demon, Hunter, and Bourbon
That's just Mike about to explode.
oh,
Hey, Trish. Yeah, I'm
so,
just
yeah,
administering some painkiller for my knee.
you are.
Yeah, we do
Yeah.
hear it in StreamYard. Somebody's got it on, but we were muted, so it wasn't us.
We had to up the volume to hear it, but not a lot. But
Like I said, I don't hear anything.
totally.
Yeah,
heard
we
that.
can hear it when we turn up our volume,
Yeah.
even in StreamYard, and we were muted. Beep, beep, beep.
Let's all repeat it, and it'll be really good and entertaining.
Yeah, I'm sure it's not out of sync at all,
Yeah.
given the delay.
Yeah, it would be so good. It was
Hold
so
on.
beat.
So hold on. Andrew, mute your thing. It was Andrew.
I think it's Andrew's. Maybe it's the headphones. Could it be something on the headphones? But they're not battery or anything. This is a cable.
There you go. It was Andrew. There's something going on in your background that's creating a beep, Andrew.
Well, now you're muted.
Now you're muted, so we can't.
I know.
knows.
I know. I'm just messing with you.
It's a tone to let people know that Andrew was live recording.
That's right.
But my thing is,
Oh,
Do you
I
hear,
don't
yeah.
even
do you
it,
hear
though.
something in your back room?
It's worth it for the voice.
I don't hear anything. Wow.
Yeah,
I don't
if you
hear
turn
anything.
your volume up, you'll hear it. If you have turn it up really loud though, without headphones on.
Yeah, I've got my laptop and I've got the volume right up. I'm not hearing anything.
Yeah, we turned the volume way up on the TV and we heard it.
Maybe it's your TV about to explode, Mike.
What's that?
I said maybe it's your TV about to explode.
Could be.
Could be.
But everybody else was saying it, so I doubt it's ours.
All right, give me a sec. I got one idea.
You. Let's see if he fixes it. Let's turn up the volume.
I can hear it there.
Yeah, so I'm out in the lounge room so that I can be in the recliner and have my leg up after work all day.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, how's State Farm doing?
Painful with my leg. My knee's giving me fair bit of curry today.
Still there?
It's still there. Okay, well then I don't know. It's I unplugged. There's like a
Sorry, I had to come back to see if Andrew found the beat.
oh
Did you find it?
no. The only thing I could the only thing I could think of is there's a tiny trickle of water from the aquarium that used to sit in my wife's classroom, and I unplugged
Oh, no,
the
it's a beep.
filter.
No.
No, it's like
It sounds like an
there's a-
alarm. It sounds like an alarm.
yeah. It's weird. Sounds like
It
a
is
microwave,
still here.
like your microwave is like done, but like keeps going.
Whose microwave keeps going?
It
Yeah,
sounds
I-
like an alarm clock.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
mine does. It pisses me off. Like every 30 seconds, like it'll remind you that you don't have time to go open it. And
Yeah.
it
The
drives me
microwave, really?
insane. Yeah, it's
my
like, I heated something up. You haven't looked yet. Yeah, I'm busy. No, really, you should look now.
Fuck up.
I thought it was
Yeah.
maybe me at first, but
Trish was like, "It's not water."
Yeah.
All right.
no,
Look,
because
you-
like I have this humidifier that will beep if it like gets too full or whatever.
All right, hey
So I thought
Anthony,
it was
we're gonna
me.
jump. We're gonna jump. We're heading to bed. I have to work in the morning. Adriana has to fly tomorrow night, so she's gonna sleep in and catch up on sleep since
No,
we
I'm
were.
not. Your dogs won't let me sleep.
Oh yeah, she's gonna hear.
Every fucking morning at 6 a.m. Jersey's got to go fucking everywhere.
And Frankie can't just be like stay in the bedroom. She's got to like get up and walk around. But have a good night, everybody. We
All right.
appreciate you.
Hey,
Love you guys.
cheers
You guys
all.
have to go.
Thank you.
See you, Mike. See you, Adriana. Trish, I don't know what I've done, but I've re-aggravated an old injury in my knee, and I've probably got to go for surgery. Had an MRI, and I've got a heap of arthritis behind the kneecap and a heap of crushed cartilage, and I've torn the meniscus again. So
Ah,
it's pretty much a 3/4 rebuild.
hmm
That's not good. At least you
Yeah.
didn't. At least you didn't like throw out your back sneezing. So
Mm.
my back's okay now. I'm still on good drugs, but
I'm on good drugs, but it's not helping my knee. I mean, at least I'm
That's
getting a
something.
little bit of sleep now. I had 10 nights
Yeah.
where I just didn't get more than 2.5, 3 hours sleep.
well, yeah, because when you can't move, and then when you do, it lets you know,
well,
Yep.
and you can't get comfortable.
Yep.
You know, if you put something underneath it or whatever, that's like when I had the rotator cuff surgery. I couldn't lay flat for over a month. I had to sleep in my recliner, which the first few days wasn't bad. But, you know, you get into a week of just sleeping in a recliner. Oh, it was awful. I tried to go lay down. I'd prop a bunch of pillows so I could at least sit up in the bed. And, oh, man, it was, even with the painkillers I was on, I couldn't sleep. You know, I would, for the first week, 10 days, it was just not, it wasn't good at all. I was just so uncomfortable. And
I've
then
got a
having to go
Baker's
through that.
sisters
Yeah.
well at the back, so I've got a whole heap of fluid, which is forming. I think it's ruptured, so I've got heaps of fluid around the knee. And the other day, my knee was about 3 times the size it should be.
Mm-hmm.
hopefully you find some healing in the surgery or whatever you need to get done.
Yeah, but I don't get into the see the surgeon until the end of the month.
Yeah.
And the worst part is it's my right knee, so I can't drive because you can't push the stop and go pedals real well. So
It's the truth. I mean, it's not funny, but yeah.
I wouldn't
Yeah,
care if it
it's
was
just
my
backwards
left
there.
because I've got an auto. So
Yeah. But it does make it hard, and you don't realize how much you actually bend that. Just, yeah. And it's like,
just getting in the car, you don't realize how much you bend your knee until you can't.
I
yeah.
mean, I wish I could send you my controls. Like I would send you my hand controls, Chris. Drive with your hand.
Well-
you know?
Hey,
So,
at this
to be not
point, you would
joking,
probably take it.
Will actually said to me that I need to get them off you the other day. So
I mean, it's not that hard to learn.
Yeah, it's terrible. Sorry
well,
to hear that. I
I'd
got
probably
you.
plug into the Subi and work on the paddle shifts.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
there you go.
Mm-hmm.
just change the paddle shifts for the gear shift to being a stop go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I love your koozie. On your can, Chris. See you in the NT. I need to get one of those.
It's the official.
The OG.
When you get up in those northern territories, you're up there.
well, it's like what's South Australia's one? South Australia's come and check out down under. Check out what's down under. Or something.
Yeah. Come look at our down under or something like that. That was
Yeah,
funny.
something like that. Yeah.
Night, Trish.
Oh, Trish.
That's good.
Hi, Trish.
Miss you, Trish.
Come hang out with us, even if it's private, Trish.
Well, I got to pour at least my last pour of the night. So what am I going to have?
Ooh.
I got to get something else. What are we going to have here? Since everyone's got me on, since I've been on scotch, I'm going to stay there.
Yeah, let's stay there. You got any oogie? Like a oograw?
I have Anoa. I have the Anoa. I don't have
You got any
but I've got
Talisker?
Anoa. I haven't had a Noah in a bit.
Okay.
Of course, I've got the 10. I have the committee
like,
release.
Port Charlotte 10?
Oh yes,
So,
I have the Port Charlotte 10. I have the Isla Barley. I've got the Classic Lottie. I got a Boona 12.
What do you got?
Project-
Lagavulin.
Of course.
all of the above, Anthony. All of the
Okay.
above. Just going left to right.
All right. You know what? Yeah.
So if we've got spare bottle space when we come over, Anthony, do I need to get you a Dark Storm?
Probably. But I don't know where I had seen it. Talisker Dark Storm.
It's generally only travel exclusive.
I was going to say, I saw it somewhere. Maybe it was you, or maybe it was Whiskey Lovers Society that had it. I saw it somewhere.
Yeah, I've got a bottle of it for Ken because we picked it up for Ken when we came back in.
Yeah, I can't find the dark version.
Yeah.
That explains why.
I almost picked one up when I was in Canada coming back, but they wanted a dumb amount for it, so I didn't.
In Canada, yeah.
It was 110, I think it was, Australian.
Yeah, I think they wanted like 240 for it. I said,
That's
nah, I'm
right.
good.
Which at
Good.
the moment is about 47 cents US, I think. But, you know.
You're not wrong.
It's
Fair.
almost perfectly 3-2 last time I checked.
No. But at least it feels that way when I'm paying the exchange rate at the moment.
See, but like coming back into Canada, you don't have to pay that like weird tax that Andrew does. Or not Andrew, but like a Moose does.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, it's as bad as Chris when he goes back into country and whatever he's got, they smile and charge him out the
Now
wazoo.
nobody's
Oh,
got.
well,
somebody's got-
that's where I was amazed this year when we came back in. The guy just smiled at me and said, "Aisle 6." And
I
aisle
said,
6 took
okay.
me outside. It was great.
That's right. You said, okay.
I
Away
went,
you went.
well, they obviously know that I've got that. If they sit and wait, they've got another 60 bottles coming in, which is going to pay half their wages anyway. So,
Yeah. Hey. Thank you very much. Merry Christmas, all that good stuff. We just keep on going.
so I've got to get them organised to get shipped over within the next month and a bit. Get it all over here before Christmas.
Yeah, it'll take a minute. It definitely will take a minute.
It's about 10 days. Well, a few of them it might be worthwhile paying the extra couple of bucks for the priority shipping.
Yeah, but what's it going to get there? Maybe in 7 days?
About
Yeah.
5.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah.
So when you ship all your stuff back, you put it on a boat and then a boat.
No, air freight via FedEx.
Gotcha.
So I can only ship 6 bottles at a time, unfortunately.
That sucks. I'd say, I mean, you would think a boat would be cheaper, but
Yeah, but that takes a minimum of 80 days, and
gotcha.
at the moment, and even if you have a full container, the boat can get to Singapore because it goes to Singapore before it comes into Australia. And they could turn around and decide that that boat is no longer coming to Australia, it's going to Europe. So everything gets offloaded and just sits on the dock.
Yeah, that sucks.
In the jungle heat.
The joys of overseas shipping.
Hey, somebody mentioned the Port Charlotte a minute ago. Have any of you tried any of the special releases from Port Charlotte?
Huh, who hasn't?
I haven't got my hands on one yet.
Do not. The Port Charlotte 10.
Port Charlotte 10's good. That's a good baseline.
Everybody needs to have the Port Charlotte 10.
Yeah.
I mean, just this is really, really a good bottle.
I always tell people that, like, my first scotch that I ever had was an Octomore 8. So, like, I'm not somebody who should probably be giving advice.
I was just going to say, you really went to the extreme.
Well, I had a guy that he was thinking that he was going to do a joke on me, and he's like, "Oh, I'm going to give this bourbon drinker a highly peated, like, Octomore," and I drank it, and I said, "Damn, this is pretty good. Can you get me another bottle?" And he said, "No, I cannot."
Classic Lottie from Brook
Yeah,
Lottie.
I've really got to go back
Goes
and watch
down
end
easy,
stream
tastes great.
to see what we were drinking at Mirage Liquors in Texas.
Oh, all those, yeah.
Yeah, with Matt. Because that whole day's just lost in a fog.
Well, you must have had, what, 15, 16 different bottles there?
There was 16 probably at Mirage Liquors, and then we probably had anywhere between 30 to 35 at Matt's that night.
Oh, at least, yes. But that's what I say. That's what I was talking about at the shop. I says you guys had probably about 16, I think is what I counted.
Yeah,
but I can't quite remember.
Because there was 7 of the signatories, then there was another 8, and then there was another couple which were pulled out. So, okay, Shlong.
Cheers, boys.
Holy
Shane?
Molins.
I drank
that,
way
Mama?
more. I can't even. I drank way more tonight than I planned on.
No.
Shane's too drunk to taste this chicken.
I'm too drunk to taste this chicken.
Shane's joining us for his last pour of the night. Let's raise a toast to Shane. I mean, that was
That
nice
is
of
right.
you.
This is my last pour for sure.
That's a hefty pour to be your last. But good
Hey.
for you.
Don't judge me.
No.
I'm not, man. I'm not.
It's only old Dragon Bones. It's okay.
No, it's not. It's
I was just gonna say, yeah. Oh, that's the
Friday at Fred's, baby.
Friday Fred cigar bat at 120 proof. It hits all the right notes.
Well, I got to admit, Shane, that old Dragon Bones I really enjoyed, even with it being hazmat.
Yeah.
Not that it didn't drink like hazmat to me, and
That's that double oak, man. It just smooths it out, gives it that vanilla finish. Yeah. I was telling people earlier, I was like, I had somebody message me today. They're like, hey, do you have any of that old Dragon Bones? I'd like to join Authors Guild, but I'd like to get my hands on that old Dragon Bones. I'm like, yeah, I'm sorry, I'm all sold out. They're like, well, all right. And they ended up joining anyway, but yeah, old Dragon Bones, man. That's a thing of legend for sure.
Yeah. It's
By the
gonna
way,
be,
Anthony, your beard is coming in nicely, my friend. I like it.
He's going to be ready for Christmas and be Santa. You know?
That's right.
well, when everyone's seen me, I always had this beard. I only got rid of it back in about April.
yeah,
All
you
my
pulled
other
you pulled a slap shot on us, and we were like, "Who the heck is this guy?"
Exactly. Mhm.
Cheers, Andrew Chance.
yeah. I'm just glad you didn't do
cheers,
that
Shane.
when we were in Vegas, because that just would have screwed with all of us. We wouldn't have known who you were.
Oh, dude. I would have been
Well,
like,
it
this
was.
guy's a
I
creeper.
started growing it back in September,
Mm.
end of August, beginning of September. Yeah, started
So
growing it back.
What was that? What that store was? Liquor Lineup.
Liquor lineup.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That was, dude. What a fucking awesome store that was.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Those
was just
guys
saying.
were really cool, and they had a lot of great shit.
They just got their pick of Frey Ranch in. It was really good. 136 and change on the proof. Really good.
I
Really.
must say the store up the road had a really good selection outside in the car park.
Yeah, it did.
You mean that van that had the door
That
open?
van.
That van,
Hmm.
Yeah.
They just opened the door for anybody to take what they wanted.
you are so lucky that we turned up behind you.
I'm telling you.
But in all fairness, that store had a great selection, but it was also a museum. They didn't.
I was
really
just gonna say all the museum pieces in that cabinet.
Yeah.
Holy smokes!
Well, that's where the chick got a little upset. I think when I said about the price of the Stag Junior, I said, "Shit, even I pay less than that in Australia at Australian prices."
right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
But
you're
I said,
probably like, "Well, you can go the fuck back to Australia, asshole."
yeah,
That's right.
I basically said I get hurt by being bent over in Australia for that because they charge double what the wholesale price is.
Yeah, they had a warehouse C there that was like $4,000.
Oh,
Yeah.
Thank you.
ridiculous.
No.
Andrew,
So
what are you drinking tonight?
So right now I am drinking this Frey Ranch pick.
Holy shit! Is this ASMR? What the fuck?
Yes.
Oh my God, Andrew's got the
Right
best voice in
now,
whiskey.
I'm drinking
Which
some
is-
Frey Ranch.
I'm telling you,
There we go.
I'm gonna.
124.82.
I already told Andrew I'm gonna hire him as my announcer for.
Dude, I literally just about had an orgasm when you started talking. Andrew.
like, we
Love it.
got the best voice in whiskey too, right here. I'll tell you why.
Do you do radio voiceovers?
No, I work in IT. I sit alone in my house every day and write code.
Oh wow! Are you like a database guy, or are you
Yes, I am. I'm
Okay.
a database engineer.
like SQL
And
or
now he-
what?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, dude. I literally am gonna fall asleep if you keep talking. Go ahead though. I'm enjoying it.
That's right.
I
That's why he has that chair and
Hey, everybody, I'm Andrew Chance, and welcome to tonight's Whiskey Talk.
It's funny.
I love
Um,
it, dude. You're the
We love Andrew. It's great.
so
It
so
is.
Scotch Down Under has really been working on me, trying to convince me to start my own channel.
dude. You need to. With that, literally with that voice, you could do some amazing fucking shit. Like,
Yep.
I'm not joking.
Yeah, so his plan is, you should just get on and read the back of the bottle.
Oh fuck yeah,
just read the labels.
dude!
That's your channel. You just read labels.
So-
Don't get freaked out, but I'm masturbating like crazy listening to you read labels.
Oh, don't be weird. Don't be weird, man. Come on now.
So my
But we know he's not weird.
thought is,
That's the
I don't, and it'd be easy because I could do like all shorts, right? Because they're
for
really
sure.
accessible, and I don't need a lot of setup. My challenge is I don't think I own enough bottles.
So Andrew,
Oh,
there-
I'd
there-
send you bottles to read. Like,
fuck yes,
like-
I would
like-
literally send you pictures of every bottle I have.
So, like,
There's
we
a
can
channel
work that
called
out.
Those Bourbon Guys, and one of the funny things they do is a guy by the name of is it AJ? I think it's AJ. He does pronunciations of whiskeys, but they're not even close, and they're intentionally not even close. It's like you could do that shit, and it would just be a fucking amazing. You'd have a
I've got
million
one of their
subscribers. in a
I've
week.
got one of those episodes in my watch later, but so I'm really thinking about it. I need some equipment, but I could, so I it'll be Distiller Select.
What
Woodford
equipment
Reserve.
could you possibly
Cause-
use?
Andrew, I'll
Kentucky
send you a
straight
link.
whiskey.
I'll send you a link to it's a microphone that's literally like $100, and it's like it's what I use. It's not that like it's, and Shane will tell you it's loud as fuck. Apparently,
Mhm.
It's extremely loud.
Yeah, your
Like-
mic always comes in hot as all fuck.
and I don't
See?
understand. And I don't understand why it comes in that hot.
Because you
it's
cranked
turned-
the fucking volume knob up, you jackass.
It's so low though. Like on my settings, like I'm to the point where I can't turn it down.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's like some
Well,
ASMR
I think
shit.
you what is it? You man up. You speak from the diaphragm, so it really comes out, and it like.
But I don't fuck around, Like
Yeah, exactly.
I
Well,
watch some channels where I'm like, speak up. I can't hear you.
Oh yeah.
Scott's
Oh yeah.
trying
No,
to
there are some
Scott's
that
trying to be in this brain and
absolutely
live
right.
on the old we don't come here to fuck spiders.
yeah.
God.
Yeah, Burben
But,
sent me a link to a mic, but it's got like this giant. I see Burben sent me a link to a mic that he recommended. It's like $50, but it's got this giant arm, and like my setup is really like
It's called
it's
Bro?
the kitchen table after everybody else goes to bed.
Dude,
Like I
that
don't have a permanent
headset
spot.
is perfect. You
the
don't
headset
need
ain't bad.
anything else.
Like, yeah, you really don't.
You sound amazing.
And I need a background. And I'm thinking, like I could, I've been thinking about this. Like I could sneak into a store and take a picture, but somebody would eventually figure it out and get pissed off. Like I just need to go out in the desert and like take a picture of desert, and nobody can complain about that, and just put that on the
But
like the
there
fake
are-
background
Wait.
behind me.
Do I know where you live? Hang on a second.
Anyway,
he's not far from me, Shane.
I didn't
live-
think so.
Yeah, he's
I live on,
he's
like,
just
the
a few
western-
miles from me.
I didn't
Yeah,
think so.
I live on the western margins of Las
That's
Vegas.
right. I missed you at the Vegas meetup by like a day.
Yeah.
Son of a
Yeah,
bitch.
because I was actually because it was a holiday weekend, so I was like out of town with my kids,
Mhm.
and then I came back into town, and a bunch of people like they left, but I was ready for Monday because I was back because my kids had to be in school Tuesday, but a bunch of you hightailed it out of town a little quicker than I was ready for, and I missed a bunch of people.
Yeah, like literally one day. By
Yeah.
one day, we missed each other.
Yeah,
And I didn't
'cause
want to announce to
Vic left
everybody.
Sunday as well.
Yeah.
So
Shane, you were talking about liquor lineup and how it being like an amazing store, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we
Yeah,
have
we-
this we have this chain of liquor stores that after Toys R Us went belly up, they just bought all of the Toys R Us.
That dude,
Like,
Oh
you
my!
had me
like
at
a-
Toys R Us.
yeah.
You
So
now
but,
have
like
my
the best part
attention.
about it is you go into these stores, they didn't remodel. So it
Are you
legitimately
fucking
looks
kidding
like
me?
a fucking it looks like a fucking Toys R Us. And all of a sudden you look over and here's Joffrey, the fucking giraffe, on the wall with a wine bottle in his hand,
Fuck
and they
yes.
like so like
You probably
everybody.
needed a drink.
I mean, so everybody calls it.
I don't want to grow up.
It's called
wanna
wine
be a
and
Toys R Us
spirits, but
kid.
everybody here locally calls it Liquors Are Us because
That's
I mean that's exactly what it is. But yeah,
If
They
you had kids running around you all day, you'd need a bottle of wine at the end of the day.
so if you ever come out here, I'll take you to Liquors Are Us because I mean it's the funniest thing. Like they just were like, yeah, we're not gonna paint. Like we're not gonna do anything. They just use the
It's
shelves.
just a waste of money. You're just here for the liquor. You're not here for the
That's
fucking
it.
decorations.
And I mean,
Hey.
all right, we already had shelving.
Yeah, I mean they took the shelving. It was fine.
Any guess? What did I pour? Does anybody remember what I
I'm-
poured?
I'm after whiskey. Go down to aisle 5, turn left at the Lego sign.
Friday at Fred's.
Like, turn right where it says Barbie. That's actually bourbon.
This is so good.
But like,
So
you know, if you've ever been in a Toys R Us, it's a big ass store.
Huge.
That's
It
a
is.
lot. Like, I mean, you're talking 5,000 square feet of just liquor.
Do you remember the song?
Yes, I'm a millennial. Of course I do.
How old are you, Scott?
36.
Oh yeah, you're still a kid.
I'm still a kid.
I remember.
I don't want to grow up. I'm a
I'm a
Toys R
Toys
Us
R
kid.
Us kid.
Kid.
Yeah, come on.
There's a million things at Toys R Us that I can play with.
That's right, Andrew Kids.
Yeah, buddy. I was waiting for Andrew to come in because I didn't want to sing that shit, but Andrew.
Fucking
I don't-
Andrew, killing it.
I don't remember the next line.
Mm.
I don't know.
But
But we also have like these Hy-Vee. It's like a chain of it's a grocery chain.
Yeah.
Well, they decided to like, yeah, they decided that they didn't want to be outdone by Liquors R Us, so they bought like the Shopkos. And so like, and a lot of our Shopkos are right next to where the, like within like a block or two of the Liquors R Us. So you have two 5,000 square foot freaking liquor stores within like 2 blocks of each other. Like if you want to hunt and you can't find anything within like these 2 blocks, like you're not finding anything.
wow.
How many people we got watching? Not that many. All right, so I can do a shameless plug. Listen,
Your mom.
you guys, you need to get this fucking cognac finish. I'm not shitting. This stuff is so good.
Cognac finish of what?
Damn, Vic. Hi, Vic.
Hey, Shane. Shane, tell them where they
that
can
one.
get that at.
Yeah, Vic.
It's
Yeah,
at
yeah.
StorytimeDistillery.com.
Here, Vic.
But if you're a cheap ass and you don't want to become a member, that's okay. Email me. We'll talk. I want you guys to have this bottle. This bottle, I promise you, will be in the top of all the bottles you own.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for an email, Shane, since we left Vegas.
You said
Dude, I need to
130?
figure out how I can get that shit to Australia
You said 130 for the 2?
for the
Well,
two.
as long as it's not hazmat, you know where to send it.
Oh,
I might be able to swing that.
I can send it to Miami or wherever, right?
Mhm.
Florida,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Oh,
All right. I will send you a set, and I'm just going to invoice you.
Okay.
oh.
And I
Cheers,
know
Deathless.
you being the guy that you are, you're going to pay that invoice, no problem.
Oh, we've got Deathless Dan. Cheers, Dan.
Thank you, Dan.
Dan is amazing. I was
Yeah,
just
Dan.
hanging out with Dan.
Yeah, because I'll send Ken over some as well. So
Dude, this cognac, bro, it is so fucking
that
good.
cognac finish is great.
I've had several people blinded against Magnus cigar blends, and it beats it. Like, not me saying it's better, other people.
Although I would really love you to send me over some of your Frankenstein blend just to screw a little.
So,
I hope that's good.
Hey, listen, here's the deal. I'm very proud at how that performed, especially because those were all storytime picks.
Hey, you made the mistake of giving that to her like at 1:30 in the morning.
You're right. You're not wrong.
She was toasted after 10:30.
She was wasted, yes. But hey, I'm not mad about it. I'm not mad about it.
I just love the reaction.
Dude, she was fucking brutal. She was like, this fucking shit sucks. I'm like, why don't you just...
I've never seen
brutal
Shane's
honesty.
jaw hit the floor so fast.
Like, she could have just cut my nuts off and it would have been the same fucking reaction.
Well, actually,
Yeah.
no, it probably would have been quicker.
It probably would have been.
I was like,
I-
ugh. But
I hope that's
needless
good.
to say, I will say this. So the whole blend again thing is kind of number one, I'm excited I got to be a part of it. Secondly, it's very difficult because the order in which you go has a big effect on your
Yeah.
performance.
Yeah.
I will tell you, if you go back to that stream, he tastes mine out of the gate because I was the first one. He was like, "Oh my god, this is really good. It's going to be very difficult for the others." But then it went on to others, and it went well. I will tell you, I was excited that he had that to say about my blend, and it was all storytime picks.
Yeah,
that were in that blend.
and off the bat, with a cold palate, it's
Yeah.
Shane, I just emailed you a picture.
You did. Let me
You should-
let me download it. That's fucking legit, dude. Good old Jeffrey and some pumpkins.
Like that's their Facebook profile picture. So they like embrace the fuck out of it. Like they don't
Oh
even.
yeah, I would too.
care. just have like Jeffrey the giraffe hanging out
That's right.
with a
Drinking fucking wine.
drinking wine.
That's so good.
So stupid. Like
Doesn't make him bad.
Well, I'm sorry I didn't get to meet you in person, Andrew. Although I got to be honest, I think I would appreciate your voice more, especially with that mic because it sounds amazing.
Does it? Okay, good.
Yeah.
I have trouble with it sometimes, but something I wonder about though, because I hope that bourbon finish in cognac is good. Because 2 years ago for Christmas, I got cognac finished in bourbon cask, and it was disappointing.
Dude, this is unreal.
I should have had Adriana bring it over to my apartment that night.
At $70 or whatever it is, I think it's like 70 or 72 or whatever the fuck it is. You will not beat this bottle. I promise.
So 650. Yeah. Okay.
So good.
I almost did it this year, but every Christmas I make aged eggnog. Like, but I make
Add
it
a
like
lot of fluid.
early. I'm making it like early October, and then just like let it age till like Christmas.
Do you use like high proof liquor?
Oh, it's yeah. Like you put probably a quarter alcohol, like
Okay.
25% alcohol, like, and then like it can legitimately stay in your fridge for like over a year. But
For sure.
mine never lasts that long. I almost this year took Midwinter's Night's Dram as my bourbon because I thought that would be amazing in like an eggnog, like a port finish.
You need a high proof one though. That's the problem. Midwinter's is low proof.
That's
Yeah,
true.
that's under 100,
I mean,
isn't it?
yeah. I did Knob Creek like 100. I think that'll be okay. Like he's just.
I mean, I could probably hook you up with some port finish bourbon that's high proof if you'd like.
You think you got a couple?
I might have a couple.
Yeah.
If you'd
Maybe,
still like
yeah.
to do that in time for Christmas, I might be able to hook you up.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, maybe.
I do
I'm
have
not
an email from a Scott Pigsley.
He did.
Who did give me his address.
I did. Let's we'll figure that out.
Okay. I got you, bro. I got you, boo. You're my boo.
No, but no, I just thought like eggnog and port, like because eggnog has like port and cognac and bourbon in it usually. But if I used like just a port finished bourbon, I bet that would taste pretty freaking amazing.
I got you, boo.
That's where it's like. I've always liked the old movie from the 80s, Better Off Dead, where one of the dudes goes, I should be at my brother's place, man, drinking this monster eggnog he makes out of lighter fluid.
What was that movie that had the chick from Cheers? Was that Better Off Dead?
No.
And they were like they were dead.
Christy Alley?
Yes.
Or the other one?
What was it?
No.
What the
She
fuck was
wasn't
the name of
Better Off
that
Dead.
movie?
All right.
Are you talking Christy? Are you talking the blonde chick?
Christy Alley.
Oh yeah.
Talking about the brunette, yeah. She
From
was
Cheers.
in.
But it was one where they were dead. What the fuck?
That wasn't Better Off Dead because Better Off Dead had Cusick.
John
Yeah,
Cusack,
it was a John Cusack film.
Yeah,
it's great. All right. Well,
and
now
the
I hear
little
beeps.
I
kid
know
on
what
the
you're talking about.
boy
Yeah.
going $2.
That's not.
$2.
Oh, that's not Weekend at Bernie's, is it? With
No.
Christy Alley? No.
No,
Uh,
it's and maybe it wasn't Christy Alley, but it was fuck, what was the name of it? It was something where they were dead, but they were still animated. Like they were
No.
zombies, but they knew they were zombies.
No, you got me.
I can't think of it.
Ah, fuck. Who was in that movie? All right. I'll remember it. Hang on. Let me do some Googling.
So you
It might.
think?
It might not be Christy Alley.
Yeah. I actually hear beeping now. I got to go check my son's insulin pump. I'll be right back.
Yeah, Andrew, we've been hearing that damn beat for
That
5 fucking hours.
That fucking voice, bro.
I love you, man.
Yeah,
Two men,
No, like this
one
time I hear
cup.
it though.
Who's gonna come out on top?
If you ever need like somebody to do a promo for Port Night Rises, like there you go.
Dude, you're not wrong.
Like, hello.
Was
It
Bruce
rises
Willis in
from-
that movie, maybe? Maybe that's why
Well,
I
I
was
can
thinking.
tell you, Andrew wasn't talking that quiet in my apartment, but then he did have to try and talk.
Hey-o!
Oh, shit. I really should go to bed. I gotta be up. I got a doctor's appointment at like 9 o'clock in the morning.
Already in bed.
I know, but I should go to sleep. So I'm saying.
You know, take his glasses off, pull the covers over his head, turn
Yeah.
the lights out,
Yeah.
call the hogs.
Come on, he's got a clapper. He doesn't have to get up and turn the lights off.
Oh my God. Yeah, no, my whole house is like Alexa based. Like I don't even have to move. I love it. Like,
Death
my-
Becomes Her. That was the name of the movie.
Oh, yeah.
And it was
Okay,
Meryl, it was
yeah,
Meryl
yeah.
Streep and Goldie Hawn.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know why the fuck I thought it was but yeah.
No.
That's what like their
Okay.
face was falling off and shit.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
would never have thought of that.
No, not that one. That's funny.
No, would never have thought
It's
of that.
it's weird, but like, have you guys seen the There's like a Christmas movie on
Hallmark?
Netflix. No, it's on Netflix where Hallmark. No, Kurt Russell plays Santa, and he's like this badass Santa. Like,
Yeah.
you know, that one's pretty good.
No, have you seen the one where Mel Gibson's Santa?
I don't think so. No.
That
Is
one just came out. I think it was last year. What the fuck was it called? That one. That one was a legit dude. He was a
Yeah.
badass Santa.
Like
An
like Kurt
anti-Semitic
Russell,
Santa.
but yeah, like Kurt Russell plays this like rock and roll Santa, and he like it's like a
Fat
musical
Man.
type thing.
It's called Fat Man from
Fat
2020.
Man. Okay.
You got to watch that. That is fucking hilarious. He's
I
straight
still
up
like
a gangster.
Bad Santa. That's another good one with
That's a classic. Yeah.
That's
that's
with
a
Billy
classic.
Bob Thornton.
Billy Bob. I'm on my fucking lunch break.
That's right. You ain't gonna shit straight for a week.
That's right. That's right. Without a doubt.
Oh shit.
That
So
was
Anthony,
good. Funny
this is
stuff.
your channel and we've commandeered it. So what's going on, buddy? How's that Lagavulin?
Oh, the Lagavulin is done and over with. It was good. Time in the bottle did it well. So I'm happy with the way it turned out. I've moved on to a few other things, and now I'm sipping on some Bunnahabhain 12 as my last pour of the night. And I'm enjoying it.
20 minutes ago, he said his last pour of the night was the Port Charlotte 10. So
well, now it's this one.
yeah, well, we all have about 6 last pours of the night. So it's
Cheers to that, Anthony.
That's right. That's what I said. That don't make you
Well,
bad.
there's the last pour, then there's the pour for the road,
Yeah.
then there's
The pour when
pour
you get
for the
home.
last person to come in, and
Mm-hmm. Mm-mm.
It's like the Midwest goodbye. You know, takes 4 hours, but you get through it.
That's true. But no, I've had my 6 or 7 pours tonight. I'm good.
6 or 7.
Yeah.
Honestly, like I
Let's
was
see. I
just
had
thinking-
2.
I was just drinking that Cooper's Craft tonight. That really hit the spot for some reason. Like I
I've
haven't
got to
had
get
that in
another
a
bottle
long
of.
time.
I've got to get
This
another
is-
bottle of that Cooper's Craft bottled and bond over here.
Yeah,
This is pour number 9 for me.
Lucky number 9.
So
Lucky
I cracked
number
that. I cracked that on my birthday last year for my 50th. It was one of the bottles I got sent over, and oh damn, that was good.
I haven't had that in a while, and I thought I was like, damn, that was good as hell.
ASMR whiskey. Yes.
Yes.
Mhm.
Fucking do it, bro.
Happening.
I will go to sleep to that shit every night, and you will get like 20 hours of listening
all right.
time
All
every
right,
night.
y'all.
Hey.
Post the link. Post the link. I'm subscribing right now. Let's
You'll
have
have
Immediately.
4,000 hours of watch time before you know it.
Exactly.
All I gotta do is just read labels.
That's no joke. I'm not. We're laughing, but we're
Wow,
serious.
that's some real
Yeah.
shit.
Oh, I know you are.
You probably have more subscribers than anybody in YouTube and whiskey too,
100%.
because like anybody who watches that shit,
Caramel,
And
oak,
love it.
Mm-hmm.
very tasty.
They'll be like,
And then you could do reading people's
Really?
reviews.
Oh,
well,
yeah,
I mean,
you wouldn't even have to do your own reviews. You
Yep.
could literally just read other people's reviews.
You
all
could.
you have to do is read friggin' Nancy Fraley's tasting notes on Cigar Blend, and you'd probably be okay.
Established in
Like-
1906, the legacy of Old Kirk, Kentucky straight bourbon, has been reborn.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
oh,
saying.
just read the transcript from Fred Mimick's latest podcast.
No.
and, you know,
No, don't do that because then we'll be thinking you like shitty whiskey that you
Have it-
shouldn't like.
Like,
oh,
God, I felt so bad that like one of my dad's friends came like into town. He was like all excited because he knew that I was really into bourbon, and he got all excited about talking to me about bourbon. And this fucking guy starts talking to me for like an hour and a half about how Fred Minnick is like the best thing ever, and he's like saving whiskey. And I was like,
Listen.
cool. I was like, cool.
Boy, do you have a lot to learn.
Like, that's fine.
no, Fred is just trying to bring the ascot back. That's it.
he's a bridge. He's a bridge that a lot of people can cross over, and I am appreciative of that. But when you get to the promised land, you realize that bridge was very narrow.
I was actually okay with Fred until like the whole like Total Wine thing happened, and then I was like, "What did you
absolutely.
do? What did you do?" Like, when he put his face on an end cap, I was like, "Oh no, come on now."
Bro, if someone's writing you a check, you're putting your fucking face on an end cap too.
Cap, I get it.
You would
but
be
it was-
putting any part of your anatomy
That's
on
right.
whatever.
My
they are.
dingling is going to be swinging on a ceiling
Yeah,
fan
like-
if you write me a check.
But like the Fred's top 10 or whatever they had there, like that was, I mean, that was the most ludicrous thing I've ever seen in my life.
Man, he's got to feed his kids. That's all
That's
I
it.
got. He's got to feed his kids. And I ain't gonna.
Don't get me wrong.
I ain't gonna fault the
I've
man.
read Fred's books. Fred's books are great. Like everybody, if you're getting into bourbon, read Fred's books.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
great books.
Oh,
I'm curious. Really good rate.
Speaking of which, I've got a book you guys should all check out.
I say
Is this the new one from Rare Breed?
It's the latest version of the TV guide for Shane.
Yeah,
perhaps more interesting. He's got old Kirk.
he does.
That's
Damn it,
that's
damn
not
it.
easy to track down either.
I'm getting hard on every time you speak.
Yeah, I just got done reading Rare Bird's new one. Oh, that's a good one. Nice.
Great book. Highly recommend. 10 out of 10.
You want a good coffee book, like coffee table book? That's it's like whiskey or something by like Clay Risen. I mean, it's like a $300 book, but like it's cool. Like it's cool though.
No, as long as it's an expensive coffee table for it to sit on, it'd be okay.
Yeah, right. Like it's more expensive than the fucking table, but
Have you guys seen the latest Whiskey Advocate cover?
Yeah.
is there a pretty lady on it? If not, I probably haven't seen
No,
I just shared it. You guys should check it out. It's
Hold
pretty
on.
no, it is definitely not a pretty lady.
what the fuck. That guy.
You see that? hmm I mean, come on.
Lord.
I mean, look at
Come
that.
I mean, it doesn't have the one from the picture from the Schlammering. So I mean,
well, this is the Schlammering 2 picture. I actually took
Yeah.
this picture at the Schlammering 2.
gotcha. I mean,
I mean,
Schlammering 1 picture though. I mean, that was
I mean, look at that.
Oh.
Look, Whiskey Advocate, like switching full on 130 Malort cocktails,
that's
Oh.
a little too late.
pairing Malort with ice cream. Interesting.
But still, a little too much clothing. A little too much clothing in this photo. I mean,
Scott's like, no, I want tits.
Yeah, but somebody help me understand. How is it that Jepson's makes Malort, which is like taking a sheepdog, pissing on it, and then wringing out the sheepdog
talking-
and putting it in a bottle, and yet they also make awesome bourbon.
Yeah.
How did
Well-
that come from the same company?
Okay.
Thank you
Let's-
for posting that, Ken.
Yeah, let's back up. They do not make the best bourbon. What they do is they have bought the best bourbon from MGP. They do not distill any whiskey. They only distill rum, vodka, and Malort. They don't distill whiskey. They only source it.
hmm.
Subscriber number 4. We got subscriber number 4.
Yep. I just subscribed as well. So
Oh, did we link his channel? Did you start it?
It's in chat. It's in
You
chat.
see where it
settled
says,
on to 7.
see where it says Scotch Down Under? The link is right there, Shane. I'll highlight it for you.
Is that for fucking? You did ASMR whiskey. I'm subscribed.
Oh,
See how
man.
Got some
fast?
work to do.
You have 8 subscribers now, I think.
That's happening.
That is amazing. Thank you. I have some work to do.
Oh no, you really don't. Like
I
because
expect content
if you've ever
on
like
a
Andrew, if you've ever watched my shit show, like
every
you-
other day
you
release
don't-
schedule. Just so you know.
you got- like, I think I went my first 6 months with a mic that never worked. So I mean, Jesus.
You still don't have a mic that works. What are you talking about?
Oh, my mic works. It just is a little hot. It's
It's
just a little
fucking
hot.
coming in hot.
Hot isn't the word sometimes, but hey, you work with what you got.
You know,
That's
like,
what it comes down to.
it's coming in like Satan's fire. You know,
Hey,
like,
Scott Pixley, if you haven't ordered the cognac finished Jepsons, well then fuck you, because you should.
okay.
You need to.
Yeah, Andrew made the mistake of in Vegas coming to
Probably do. I'm probably going to do
that.
that. I don't know. Maybe if they're still available in a couple weeks, I'll get it.
Oh, they'll be available for you. They'll just
Thanks,
be
Richard.
$100.
Oh, well.
95.
So
I'll
glad-
knock $5 off.
So glad I'm getting a discount.
I'm kind of pissed that I think, like, I literally missed Andrew by that much.
I know.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Well, it happens.
Yeah, well, you know, in theory, the Vegas trip is an annual event, right?
No,
No.
not for this guy. So here's kind of the crazy thing, Andrew. That's my first time. I've been all over the world. That was my first time in Vegas.
I'm sorry
I
to hear
literally have been on every continent, and I had yet to be to Vegas until that trip. And I don't know that I'm going to be back anytime soon.
that. Well, you picked
Shane-
the greatest. You
Shane
picked the greatest
was only-
month to go.
Shane was only there because he got guilted into it.
No, I did not. I did not get guilted into it. However, I did want to be a part of it. I was not going to miss Lil and Chris being in the States. I was not going to miss it. I could have gone to Kentucky. That was almost going to happen. DC almost happened. Vegas, I was making sure that Vegas happened.
You would have absolutely loved DC.
I'm sure I would have, and that's okay that I missed it. But
Don't
I
make me-
agree. I probably would have.
Exactly.
Don't make me jealous.
Next year, you and Greg will actually have to come up to DC.
Greg McDonald and myself to DC sounds amazing.
That one I
Come
won't
on.
miss. Not this time.
Yeah,
But-
yeah.
but
You'll
I-
have
I'm not.
To be honest-
miss Jack Rose again.
I had a blast in Vegas. I
was
didn't
great.
really see much of Vegas,
Yeah.
but what I did see was amazing.
I went onto the strip twice.
Yeah, I think I
And
went out
six nights.
once during the day. It was hot as balls. It literally felt like an air dryer, like a hair dryer was running the whole fucking time. And I was like, why would anyone fucking live in this environment? This is horrible.
Yeah.
Nothing should be alive. But I somehow made it. And then I made it back and I was like, okay, I'm out of here. Fuck this place.
Like when you guys were like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna go to Vegas in September," I was like, "Do you want this 350-pound man to get fucking heat stroke?" Like,
Bro, you and we would have
I would've-
fucking gone to the old strip
yeah,
and we would have made some coin.
yeah.
I can't stand it down there.
Oh,
Nobody
Fremont.
can. Nobody can. Man,
Nobody can.
it's a shithole.
We had an awful September. It's usually better than that. Now,
Yeah.
June and July and August are terrible.
You know-
But for September, it's usually much nicer than it was when all you guys were here. It was just
Yeah.
bad luck.
Yeah,
Dude, it was like
admit,
112 and
five
like negative 3% humidity.
five out of the 6 times that we've been to Vegas out of our 10 trips, we've probably had 4 trips which have been around about 100 degrees.
Yeah.
And it's sort of like, yeah, you can live in that. That's cool, okay. But then we've had 2 where it's been 112 to 117.
Fuck
and-
that
yeah.
shit.
And it's 100 degrees at 8% humidity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So
your lips will
you're like-
chap a little bit, but it doesn't feel. Yeah,
Exactly.
Like
Yeah,
you better be
but-
drinking
but-
water or you're gonna die.
That's why it was. That's
100.
why it was 3 roadies back from the Grand Canyon experience back to our hotel.
yeah, but 100
No,
degrees where
I-
most of you live is miserable. In Vegas, it's not that bad because like you sweat and it dries like that.
Yeah.
and it cools you down.
You
It's
just
not
have
like
to,
you
like,
sweat
drink.
and it drips off you in.
Ken would love it to only be 100 degrees where he lives.
That's right.
Yeah.
If it was
Ken
only,
Yeah, I've
said
been
he'd
to
like on the
Vegas
100
3
degrees,
times.
feel like
Twice.
it's cool.
if it
I've
was
been to
only
Vegas 3
40,
times.
he'd be happy.
I've been to Vegas 3 times. Twice it was over 110, and the third time it didn't reach 30, and it snowed. So I don't know what kind of bullshit is Vegas, but you guys get the extremes. You don't get the normals. Like, can we get like 75 in Vegas? No, we
very
never hit
often.
75, huh?
Well, and the other problem is the
Wait.
temperature swings are so violent that
In the dead
you
of
can
winter.
get 75.
Yeah,
but
at
only
3
on
in the
your way
morning,
up or down.
That's when they hit 75.
Yeah. That's why it's the city that isn't it like no, that's New York, the city that never sleeps. No, that's why everybody goes and like
No.
is up at
Vegas-
3 o'clock in
Vegas
the
is
morning and
Vegas is really the city, the strip that never sleeps. New
Yeah.
York, it is the city that
city
may
that
not
never
sleep,
sleeps.
but it does snooze a lot.
That's another tale, and I'm not a fan of.
You go to Midtown in New York in Sunday, and you can fire a cannon down Broadway, and you're not going to hit anybody.
Just thinking, I actually have to go to the strip this week.
I'm sorry.
Where do you live, Andrew?
I live in the far northwest, so like I can, I can walk my dog to a mountain. That's the Lone Mountain for Anthony.
The Lone
Um,
That's
no,
what it's
there's
called.
there's a little tiny mountain that's not connected to the rest of the range. It's called the Lone Mountain, and I can walk my dog to the Lone Mountain and back. But,
He's
no,
just a few miles from me. When I say a few miles, I mean he's probably within 20 minutes.
So how often
Yeah.
do you hang out with Andrew?
We haven't officially
met in
actually met.
Anthony, you're not being a good fucking steward for the community.
Well-
You need to fucking hang out with Andrew.
I'm here partly because I texted Anthony a little
Yeah.
while ago, and I said if you need like somebody to, if you need a co-host, like you need somebody to like pour and hand you stuff off screen, like you just call me.
Oh yeah, he volunteered.
And
Anthony,
and
what are
he
you
said you should
doing?
come on
Make
right
that
now.
shit happen, bro.
Do you see he's on right now? Don't you?
Yeah,
I
and you
see.
could have
see.
Andrew doing the whole introduction of each bottle.
Yeah, literally,
you
he
see-
could be the fucking the Ed McMahon of the fucking show, right?
Do you
but-
see that now? Now he even has his foot in the water.
Anthony, you gotta
That's
make it
right.
happen, buddy.
I know exactly what I'm doing here.
I don't doubt you for a minute, but I'm kind of
It's all
doubting
about
you right now.
slow play. It's all about the slow play.
Anthony, you can walk to liquor lineup. You told me, right?
Yeah,
Okay, so about
if I had
10
to.
miles.
He could crawl. He could be 3 cheats to the wind and make it to liquor lineup.
I can just get on Ann Road and head west.
Which is not a bad thing to do.
No, Mm-mm.
No.
I'd have to make a left when I hit Decatur, but it's right there.
Dude, those guys at liquor lineup were so accommodating, so nice, and so appreciative of us being there.
Yep.
That was really awesome. That was a really good experience.
I think they sort of went, "Holy shit, we've got more people in the shop than we normally have this time."
That's right. And not only that, we have more people in here that actually like know
No,
whiskey.
their shit. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I can't tell you how many
Yes,
times I've got to pull the Ron Swanson when I go into liquor stores around here. It's like I know more than
I
you.
know more than you.
I know more than you. Get the fuck out. Get the fuck out.
That's
So, like,
awesome.
They're like, but have you tried Fireball? I'm like, get the fuck out. Like, just don't.
Go murder yourself.
We've got this great whiskey. It's called Malort. I'm like, first of all, stop.
Hey, for you, I've got a special bottle in the back. It's called Weller Special Reserve.
Yeah.
That's what makes it special, because it's got the word special in its name.
That's right.
Not impressed, but the other Wellers are supposed to be pretty good, right? No. I know a guy who's moving to Ohio, which is supposed to be easy place to get those.
Oh,
Yeah.
107 is easy.
Oh,
to
the
get.
107 is the one to get. Yeah.
Yeah.
To me, hands down, of all the shelf versions of Weller, 107's the best.
Yeah.
The store picks or the single barrel picks, you could get some full proofs that are, a little bit above the 107s. But I've even had 107 single barrels that were just unreal.
I actually won a sample of a full proof from the Beaumont Inn that was picked by Dixon Deadman.
I have that bottle.
Holy shit. That is a good bottle.
Because
It is, but again, I mean, even Dixon only got 4 barrels to choose from.
Yeah.
right? Because
Damn, that was a good bottle.
I have a bottle of the Special Reserve. It was not worth the hunt. I've had full proof, and I've had the special one.
107's where it's at, Andrew.
Yeah.
No,
The 107 is my favorite Weller.
Like,
I had the William LaRue Weller at an event for, some liquor store.
That's not fair. That one's not fair in the comparison of the other
yeah,
one.
no, that's like, no.
That's like throwing my William LaRue Weller hazmat in there and going, yeah, well, it's not a bad.
Yeah.
It's like,
I'm
here,
trying to think of the
let
name
me
of
pour
that
you some wild turkey, and then let me pour you some Jesus' tears.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. WLW is on another plane. It's always on another plane.
I just actually had my first taste of Weller's on Friday, and I've got a couple of bottles sitting up there that I haven't cracked.
Wait. Back up. You had your first taste of Weller's?
Yes.
Please, go on.
And I just thought it was okay.
Which was it?
Foolproof.
Weller Full Proof. Okay. I look, was it a standard
Yeah.
foolproof? Not a store.
No pick. No, not
Okay. I would agree with you. The Weller Full Proof, it's like, it's all right. It's a $55, $60 bottle.
Hmm.
I would pay that all. The store picks, some of them of the Full Proof are like unreal. But
Yes.
more of the OWAs, more of the 107s are unreal than I think the Full Proofs.
Oh, yeah. And I've got a couple bottles. They're around here somewhere, up there, over there. I don't know. But I've just never had a reason to open them because I've got other stuff open or that I was more interested in opening. And I just happened to be at liquor lineup. Somebody had come in. They had a little bag and they set it out along with the, I think it's called the Phoenix. Dixon Deadman just put out.
The
Oh, yeah,
2XO.
the
Yeah.
2XO.
I just had some of that. I had the Weller, then I had the store pick of the Frey Ranch, and I turned down the Old Forester pick because I've never found one I liked, and they're just mostly hot.
Have you had a 100 proofer?
No, and that's what everyone says. Get the 100 proofer.
Those are
way better.
amazing.
Yeah, more
Fucking
flavor
amazing.
than the higher proofed picks. So, but no. But every one I've had has just been hot. Yep, I'm getting there. I'm about ready to wrap it up. I'm still working on this here a little bit, but people have always asked me, they go, well, what do you mean you've got that and haven't opened it? Just haven't done it. That's all. No rhyme, no reason. Just didn't do it.
I can appreciate that.
You get X amount of bottles and you have other things going, that's just like, I
Yeah.
got this one. I just haven't cracked it yet.
Bro, I'm telling you right now, when you sit down with that bottle, you're gonna end up drinking so much of it. You're gonna be like, what the hell did I just do?
So, because I heard a lot of hype about this bottle, I had to track one down. So, I have low friends in high places that just, So there you go. But,
I'm excited. Excuse me.
Yeah, it's all right.
I'm excited to see that you have that bottle.
I'm excited to get the bottle because
I'm
I've
excited
heard so
to
much
hear.
about it.
I want to hear your review of it. And damn it, I got the hiccups.
You were,
What
you were
happens
talking
after
about
9 pours?
you were talking
But-
about the 2XO and the Phoenix Dixon Deadman. They had like a whiskey, I don't know, festival here in Omaha. It's about an hour away. And nobody knew it, but apparently Dixon Deadman was like the surprise guest, and he brought everybody, like all attendees got a bottle of that Phoenix, but it was like a week before it like actually got released, and like I thought about going, but then I was like, nah.
I can tell you, I had that bottle at the Schlammering too.
Yeah.
Not very many people went into it.
I thought it was okay.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it $130? $130? No.
No.
I could probably get it for 100, but
Even at that, I would say no. It's a 65.
Yeah.
It's a 65, $70 bottle.
Well, hell,
God
even,
damn these hiccups.
even was it Chad and Sarah? I think they reviewed it tonight on their or this morning, whatever. And they kind of were like, it's okay. They're kind of like not worth the price. So,
I love Dixon as a person.
Dude.
Love that guy. I think the 2XO is a little
not too much.
high.
Yeah, maybe we can be hopeful for the next blend. Maybe. Hope so.
Like I
Yeah.
said, it was okay.
Yeah.
And in its own right, or in its defense, it was the neck pour. So they cracked the bottle, and we had a few little tastes out of it, and enough to get a couple of drinks. And it's like, it's okay.
I did get one of our stores got that Penelope Valencia in
Mm-hmm.
the VDN. Oh, I got a sample of that. If it wasn't like $95, I would have bought it. I think
was
it should
given to
be.
me.
I think it should have been around like 70, but
And we were having that discussion, that same thing. And I don't say I don't care. The Russell Reserve, the single barrel in my area is about, I'm going to say $69, maybe 75. It just depends on the store.
How much before tax?
Before tax, that's before tax.
That's
Okay.
That's before tax.
Because at the end of the day, you're at $75 to $80 out the door.
I was going to say, yeah, out the door for them.
I don't know. I've seen them here, like around here, they're going for like 85, 95.
I will tell you that one
Yeah,
that you
James,
have.
it is.
That one that you have, Anthony.
Yes.
That one will blow away 99%.
I've heard a lot of hype about this one.
Bro, it is. I didn't hype it up enough. I'm just telling.
I wasn't going to say who I heard it from.
I did not hype it up enough. It is unreal.
Well,
It's fun.
I heard and I said, well, I got to put my feelers out.
I
because-
tried to see. People think that because I own a distillery, they think I'm a fucking bullshitter. I'm not. I'm honest. I'm honest. Now,
Those
I
two
might
things
be
are
bi-
completely
I
unrelated.
might be biased,
That's right.
but I'm honest.
Correct. And you know what? Understandably so. Understandably so on the bias. I can understand that. But I will say yes, you are. If it's crap, it's
Anytime
crap.
he wants to be brought back down to ground, he just sends a sample to Lil.
Nah, fuck Lil. Fuck Lil. I don't even do that.
I mean,
She was 3 sheets in the wind. I don't. Fuck Lil. I don't. Like. I love that
Hey,
lady to
this
death. I
this
would
guy
take a
over
bullet
here-
for her.
this
But
guy
I
over
would
here,
never ask her opinion on whiskey. I just wouldn't.
he did try to sell me a Jepson's rye that he swears was a fucking bourbon.
Don't ask Lil for feedback on things. Ask her whether it's good or it's bad. That's
Yeah,
all you
and
can
there
do.
you go. Chris, you are 100% right. Like her feedback, no, but is it a thumbs up or a thumbs down?
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's it. That's all I would eat.
Shane, I give you a lot of crap about that bottle, but it makes me laugh every time we talk about it.
I look. You know what's funny? I like a couple. I don't know, a couple weeks ago or something. I jumped on the
Yeah.
stream and I made a joke about it. I was like, hey, just there's a secret that really is a rye. I just wanted to see what, like, legitimately, it's not. It's 100%. It's a 21% MGP bourbon, right? That's what it is. But everyone's like, well, not everyone. About half the people think it's a rye. Half the other people are like, no, that's an MGP bourbon. But it is funny because it's almost like a little conspiracy.
I just remember being like, I think Jeffrey Lack and I were on like a thing, and we were cracking it together, and we both drank it, and we both were like, "This is a fucking rye, right?"
It's totally not. Totally not.
We're like, "This is a rye. It's gotta be a rye," which is weird.
And
I mean,
honestly, if you think that's the beauty of that whole twins thing. Like that was the whole intention. I want to release those 2 bottles so you could see like exact same distillate the same day and how different those 2 are. They're night and day different.
they weren't even close.
Not even close.
Not even.
Same fucking liquid in both. Different barrels. Aged 6 feet to 10 feet apart for 6 years. No different.
And I literally
all
thought that they
barrel
mixed up the
influence.
I thought that they mixed up the barrels on you. Like
I'm
that's how
telling
bad
you, it's not, bro. It's not.
It is not.
It is not. It's just night and day different. That's just how much barrel influence there is in a bourbon.
Yeah. Crazy.
It makes the whole
That's what-
thing.
That's why I got so pissed at friggin' Maker's Mark and their BRT 02 and 01.
Yeah.
Because it's like, how can you have, compare top rack and bottom rack, but then you have an American oak and a French oak? Like, I just did not
You're exactly
understand,
right.
like, how you could do that. And their excuse, like, during their little thing, their press junket or whatever was, oh, well, we didn't know what we were grabbing. We just grabbed him, like, and I'm like, you're fucking Maker's Mark. You know what you're doing.
Yeah,
Like,
no shit.
I'm like, you know what you're doing. You're not an idiot. Like,
They
Yeah, I
are
agree.
the
They know what they're
definition of consistency.
yeah, it's like,
Like
You
there is
probably
no
have
other
those suckers.
bourbon company that is more consistent than Maker's Mark.
Oh yeah, and they're known for it. I mean, come
That's
on.
right.
Mm-hmm.
It's
I
a
did
quality
get them to-
product
I
every time.
did get them to admit that their naming system is the stupidest thing. For their beer, they were like, yeah, we really don't know how to name bourbons, but
Somebody's
Yeah.
just fucking tripping. They're like, hey man, what do we
Okay.
call this? Oh, bro.
I'm like, I don't know. Throw some letters together and that's
That's
it.
right.
Like,
Bro, I was thinking like a B and an R. Oh, bro, what about a T?
What's a
Yeah,
T?
that T.
Because if it's like, okay, so if it's barrel rotation, what the fuck's the T for?
Exactly.
No, I think they've got a wheel of whiskey with letters on it. Just
Yeah.
That's right.
Jeffrey Wack
Well,
spins
I
the
mean,
wil for them, and that's how
right.
it comes out.
I think we're finding out why both Denny and what's her name left. I mean, that's like,
Wow. Hey, real quick.
Well, you got to go back a couple of years before that when Greg Davis left to become the director of distilling at the Boston plant for Jim Beam.
What about Jackie Zykan, bro?
Yeah.
Like, she's fucked right now, bro. That second batch came out, and it's getting shitty reviews, too.
I was gonna say it's worse than the first. I feel bad. I feel bad because, yeah, she doesn't have the barrels like she did.
No, she doesn't.
Yeah,
It's-
right?
it's
She
like
didn't have the
sending-
quality of product.
The
Yeah.
barrel.
It's like sending Mike Trout to play single A ball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I wish her nothing but the best, but fuck me. She is
And then like
screwed right now.
the person they picked to replace her is pretty smart. She knows what she's doing.
Well, for sure, but honestly, would it take anybody smart when you've got those barrels to choose from?
Not with those barrels. No, I mean,
I mean,
I'd love to walk
Chris
into
Morris.
a story who fucking has
Chris motherfucking Morris puts his name on these barrels.
Yeah.
Come on.
I mean,
90.8 all day, and all of a sudden he throws his name on a King of Kentucky bottle? Get the fuck out of here. Like Chris, I love Chris Morris. I love what Woodford does, but King of Kentucky?
Yeah.
Like that's like you fell into a pile of pig shit and came out with silk purses.
Hey, that's the way you got to do it.
Right.
Sometimes.
So, unfortunately, Jackie Zykan had so much fucking clout around her because she had amazing product to work with, and now she's really being tested.
well,
I hope it comes out, but right now,
God, I hope the same thing's not happening to Dixon.
well, so the thing with Dixon is he's got old stock. The problem is he's happened to blend it with new stock to get the volume that he needs. Yeah. He'll get there. It's just going to take a minute.
Exactly. It's just
and the big problem is he hates prices. He hates prices being over $100. He fucking hates it.
Yeah.
So he's going to do everything he can to keep it under $100, which means he's going to be using 2 and 3 year old shit.
Yeah.
Because as soon as you hit 4 years, the price of that barrel doubles.
Really? Oh man.
He hated Kentucky Owl's prices. I know that. What they got to.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if you've tried any of the newer, like the Takumi or whatever.
Yeah, the Japanese and the
it's not good.
No, it's all shit. Batch 11, the Irish and the Japanese, not worth it. And they are banking on what Dixon did originally, which is unfair because they were able to get their hands on 12 and 13 and 14 and 15-year-old shit. They don't have that anymore. Dry State really kind of ate up the best stock they had left.
Yep. Well,
Hey,
welcome to Urban Neophytes, channel here.
Sorry, Anthony, what would you like to talk about? This is your fucking
Oh,
channel.
it's all good. I'm gonna close the stream down. We'll chat here a little bit after.
Have you really been going for 3 hours?
A little over
That's
3,
right.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Damn. You're too old to go for 3 hours.
Yeah. Well, like I say, 5 a.m. will come quick, but I still get up.
Did you take your Centrum?
Shane,
I
that's
take
only
my silver. See?
But Shane, that's only like what? Midnight? where you guys are at?
It's
Or are
midnight
you-
for
Where
me.
he's at. It's 3 o'clock in the morning here. It's 2 o'clock for you.
Yeah, it's midnight.
That's like midnight.
It's like October for Chris.
October. Try it's close to Christmas.
Yeah, Chris. I'm sorry, Christmas. My bad. I was
Yeah.
jumping ahead a little bit.
It's 6
right.
p.m. over here.
It's fucking
That's right.
Christmas Eve
Work
for
work
Chris.
is done. He's got his feet up, literally. Mm-hmm. Doing a relaxing.
But I don't
But-
think by choice either. I think.
No, but he'd be relaxing. That's for sure.
It is
But
3
anyway,
o'clock. I am
To
going
all
bed.
those in chat, just want to say thank you for popping in.
Yep.
Always appreciate you, people on the stream here. Thank you for coming on. It's always enjoyable. Love the conversation, particularly the directions it takes, because that's just what this is about. Just chatting, talking whiskey, but also good information, getting
Yep.
stuff out there to the people, and just doing what we like to do. So
And make sure you jump over and subscribe to ASMR Whiskey.
exactly. Its
Yep.
link is in the chat, people.
Yeah, I've got some work to
That's more
do.
whiskey. Yep.
But thank you.
So
Go-
cheers,
go buy that.
everybody.
What was
We
it?
will
A
catch you again
Jefferson?
next week. Same time, same channel, same place. Cheers.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.